Hello, and welcome to our latest episode of the On Point Gaming Podcast. I am CMoney, and I am joined by the always lovely Doodle.
What's up, everyone? Happy Thursday. Thank you so very much for rocking out with us tonight. Let's get it.
Let's get it indeed.
It's been a minute.
It's been more than a minute. It's been a long time. But we are back in the building together, rocking out the way we do, man. Shout out to all the homies here in the building, man. It's been a very eventful few weeks. Lots of news, lots of exciting gaming news, lots of exciting news for Xbox and all the real gamers out there. And then, like some heartbreaking stuff for the ponies, right? Like what can be better? You know what I'm saying? Having all the great news for us and the tears from the ponies. It's a beautiful thing.
It's a nice combo, see. And I have to say, I know, it's been hard to get through and it's heartbreaking. The news about Marathon. Oh my gosh. Who saw it coming?
Who saw it coming? I don't know.
Yeah, and
that's a good question.
I mean, I'm just gonna say that it's probably never gonna happen, right? That delay may be till the end of time. It may be delay resting with Concord, right?
Well, so they
6 feet under.
They started sending out
they had it coming.
They started sending out new invites to like help them test stuff, right? But they're back in NDA land.
Oh,
so like nobody could talk about what they experienced.
The monstrosity that's taking place there. Like keep it on the hush hush, right? Because can it get any worse though?
I mean,
the answer could be
really.
Yes. So let's not ask questions that we don't want the answers to.
It could definitely get worse for them.
Yes.
I guess once that we get that cancellation notice, that would be a rough situation.
I wouldn't be shocked though. Would you?
I mean, no. I think nobody gives a fuck about that game.
No.
I don't think anybody is waiting. I don't think anybody is hoping that they make a return. Like, I just don't see it. I think people are just excited for what they know is coming.
I think people are more hyped about the fact that it's not coming than the idea that this was going to drop.
You know, it's crazy because honestly, like, if Marathon just disappeared, right? Never sent out another message ever again.
Who will miss it?
Nobody would even know.
Guys, tell us in the chat. Would you be heartbroken? I don't know. I doubt it. But I don't even think, I think the developers are maybe relieved that it's not happening too. So they don't have to hear about it, right? Instead of burying another body, it's just gone, right? We're like, get your shovel. Never mind.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, that's a fun time. That's night. That's a night.
It is. I think that's their way of saying farewell. If you cannot listen, ABK really messed them up. They scooped up Bethesda, they scooped up ABK, and then PlayStation got Bungie and stolen art.
Bungie and stolen art.
What does it say about you when you can't even steal quality art?
Damn.
Right? Like, I'm gonna be a thief now, but you don't even know what you should be stealing.
That's real crazy.
That's crazy.
That's real crazy. Well, maybe they thought that since it was so bad, no one would think it was stolen. You know what I'm saying? So they were like, listen, we don't have the capability of doing dope shit ourselves anymore. But if we take this crap looking art style and attach it to our game, we can get this done faster and no one would be the wiser. No one would know.
So do you think that they stripped the game of the music and the
it's gonna
art?
Be gray. And the whole game all gray when it comes back They're gonna change the name from Marathon to Gray Box. Okay, that's what it's gonna be. They're gonna ship everything.
Oh
my God, what a waste of a life that game
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
It's
now there's what's left of the game, right? Because according to them, it was just like a couple things here and there. But come on, man, it was all over. It was all over the game. Had to be stripped down.
Facts. And it's funny because I mean we're going to talk about it a little later, but during that roundtable from the PlayStation execs, they talked about how Marathon was still coming and they were still excited about it. We're going to talk about it. It's going to be funny.
All right, but, we'll see.
Right afterwards, that's when they said, "Yeah, actually, it's delayed. Actually, it's delayed, fam." Definitely a good time. But before we go any further and go crazy with it, guys, you know what the fuck it is, man. We got to shout out all of our homies who are rocking out with us. Of course, shout out to our homies over on Patreon and YouTube memberships for all the support. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. Always remember that the show is brought to you by you. So you guys are the shit, and we thank you guys for the support. That being said, we do have to go ahead and shout out our elite members. That's right. We have the homie Big Boy Mike, Dark Angelic, Music 72, and Queen Witch. And then we have our inner circle members. We got the homie Big Migs Gaming and Pragmatic Eagle. Shout out to you guys for the support, so much. We appreciate you guys. You guys are the shit.
Yes.
That being said, you guys know what it is, man. You guys live right now in the building. You guys are supporting us in such a major way, man. And we appreciate each and every one of y'all for doing so. So thank you guys for the support. We truly appreciate you guys. That being said, yeah. I mean, clearly you can't all be equal.
No.
Right? It wouldn't be fair.
You have to be.
Because three of you have risen above the rest. That's right. It's the first three people who got into the door. That's right. They are the specials tonight.
The chosen ones.
They're the chosen ones. And their names will forever be emblazoned
till the end of time
on the bottom banner
for the next couple hours.
That scrolls across the screen forever and ever.
It'll live in your heart forever
until the show ends.
Yeah.
But till that moment, it's there forever. That being said, we need to know who the top three were.
Tell us, see.
We're going to start with number three.
Number three
okay, in the building. Our motherfucking homie. No stranger to the top three.
Okay.
He's been getting in there. You know what I'm saying? He's been getting it in. It's our boy. Motherfucking Jesse B.
Jesse B, let's go.
B, number three. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It is. That's what's up, man. Appreciate you.
What's up, Jesse B? Happy Thursday, love.
Appreciate you. Now, number two in the building. Motherfucking Rowski.
Yo, our boy.
It's our boy Rowski. Number two. He is not fucking around.
Let's go.
Shout out to Rowski. Thank you, brother. But number one, tonight's
best spot
in
the building.
The most special is going
special in a good way.
No. Not this time.
No.
It's gonna work out perfectly.
I know what it is then.
It's a motherfucking homie.
Oh my God.
Cage. A Pino Borracho.
No. Not this time. I was like, that's our Jersey boy. For sure.
My boy, Cage. Number one. Best spot of the night.
Yes.
Shout out to the homie, man. Appreciate you, brother. Let me go ahead and update
Thank you,
list
love.
before I get carried away.
That's wild.
Got the homie. Oh, shit. What I do? Okay. Got Cage.
How did I? As soon as you said that, I was like, it's Cage.
Nacho. Got Rowski. I should be able to type this faster.
Oh my goodness. No, you're just I do have
we
love to watch you type, see. You know?
Actually, they can't see what I'm typing.
They can't.
Technically.
Well, when we know you're typing.
I mean, you do know I'm typing, but you can't watch it. Listen. It's good. Shout out
Kate,
to you
you wildin'.
Appreciate
I see you.
That being said, we do have the motherfucking homie Space Shot.
What's up?
first super chat of the night. Let me go
Thank
ahead
you
and
so much.
update that right now as well. So I'm not, you know what I'm talking about.
As long as there's no coffee around, you can type all you want. See.
Listen, I didn't do anything with no coffee. All right, our boy Space Shot with that $2 super chat says, "Bring on Arc Raiders. Marathons done."
Done.
I feel like done is accurate. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I agree with Space Shot. I think it's over. It's over. I think they know the situation that they were in. This came with even more baggage than Concord did. Where's the hope?
You know how
Oh boy.
if somebody has like a tragic accident
analogy.
and
Here
like
we
the
go.
doctor comes to you and they're like, "Hey, listen, technically we can keep them alive, but for the most part, they're just you know,
I mean,
they're just like a
marathon.
vegetable,
It ain't it.
as they said,
It ain't
and
it.
that's sad to
I mean,
hear,
I
right?
think the
But
reality.
I feel like that's marathon, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like at some point you got to look at it and be like, is there going to be anything good coming from this game?
No.
I think you pull the plug.
And I think also the problem is everyone telling them to kind of like keep going, like keep, take a little more time is not ready. Like they're like, time for what? We don't know what to do, right? And they probably have no more money to invest in on marathon. So it's like, do you keep throwing money at something that doesn't necessarily have much going for it, or do you save your pocket change, whatever's left in there, and move on?
I mean, I think if there was like a clear way, so like if we could just sit here and look at each other and talk about this and be like, yeah, you know what? If they do X, Y, and Z, it will fix the problem. And I mean, we can do that. I just think that the X, Y, and Z are going to be the problem because I think the X, Y, and Z are abandon marathon and everything it is.
Yeah.
Start working on a Destiny 3 or some other single player game that might have a chance to excite people that's not live service. Bury the art style in a backyard somewhere in the middle of the country that no one's ever going to find
where no one can find it.
Exactly.
Please. Yes.
And
it's like that Jumanji game. Like you don't want anyone to find it, right? Well, that's what we want happening with marathon.
Exactly.
That's the energy. So, and I don't think Team LFG is going to save them either. So,
no,
had to be said.
I keep thinking about the short that we made. Team LFG. It's fucking hilarious. Oh my god. But yeah, I agree with you, Space Shot. It's night. There's nowhere for them to go. And then we have the homie.
Yo,
Shannon Israel. Thank you.
What's good? Thank you, love.
Appreciate you, homie. Thank you for that $10 super chat.
Thank you so much.
Says the ponies have been fighting amongst themselves. They are not sure how to deal with the Xbox takeover moving the industry forward. Apparently, stagnation is the new innovation.
Pony on pony crime. I love to see it.
Shannon, that was really well put.
It shouldn't be happening, but boy, is entertaining.
It is. It is. I mean, look, this is the thing. Okay. I love what you said at the end right there about stagnation is a new innovation, right? That's what PlayStation wants, right? They want to just do the same thing over and over again and find the same success. But that success is going away, not the sales success, even though let's just be clear, it is reducing because it's not selling as much as the PlayStation 4 did, right? So it is going backwards, right? It's not getting better, it's getting worse. But they still have success in selling their consoles, but they don't have it anywhere else, right? And I think when we talk about the roundtable a little later, you're going to hear some stuff from them that is a little like, like
concerning?
PlayStation really doesn't know what to do. Doubling down, tripling down on live service games when they failed every single time outside of Helldivers, but Helldivers is not even a which you would consider like a typical live service game. So it's more of like the old school idea of what a live service game is, where you basically just had a game and then you would come out with a update every once in a while. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't look good. And, you know, the PlayStation fan base, the hardcore fan base, the ponies, as we call them, they're a little lost right now. Like, they really don't know what to do. They made a whole big fucking list of shit talking about the sales of Final Fantasy 16. And, you know, Nib did like a 3,000 word essay trying to talk about how shitty the situation is for Xbox. And then it got disproven
with Final Fantasy
16. But it got disproven because what they based it off of was something completely different. He said it was number 443. That bitch is number 10 right now in the Xbox store.
But I do have to say, when you think about that, the rationale behind it's just it's hard to process that. Let me ask you a question. When they're sitting there and they're talking about how many boxes sold, right?
Mm-hmm.
How is that benefiting them in any way? How are those numbers a plus for them if the games are still not there, right? It's funny because you put out a tweet, right? And someone responded with, you know, Xbox sales for something. I forget what it was. And you said, I'm not the keeper of their numbers, right?
I'm not Microsoft.
Yes, I'm here for Game Pass and the games. You get all the benefits. Where are the benefits for PlayStation when all those boxes are out, right?
They were talking about how Steam having Steam on the Xbox, how are they going to make, or they're not going to make any money off of those games and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, first of all, I'm sure they are, but number one, I don't give a like, that's their fucking problem.
Exactly.
I'm not the company. I only care about what benefits me as the player. That's it. And me as the player having access to everything in one place with the style of being on a console, with the convenience of being on the console and not having to go through all the PC stuff that you have to do with the different
way that is kind of merging and gelling together. Yeah, honestly, you know, those PlayStation games, what PlayStation games, right? Realistically, if there was something that you really wanted to play, you probably already found a way to play those games, right? And it's not like they're producing anything exciting that the world is waiting for. So that's just another, you know, another thing that's added, another thing that we have access to, another, you know, option, because we have options, right? And that's key. Again, when you talk about the console sales, where or PlayStation being the popular console, how does that benefit you as a player?
Yep,
it has not
first party games.
Mm-hmm.
They're not putting those first party games in a service for you.
Seems like that has been debunked. It doesn't matter. It's just not doing anything for you. It's not coming around, you know, in a way that is going to benefit you. So it's such nonsense. And the fact that, you know, they're talking about that, it just shows you that ponies are down right now. And that's all that's left.
They are down in a big way. And it's, I mean, honestly, I feel like they're a dying breed. Like, you know,
yes,
it's almost like
that's why there's pony on pony crime going on, right?
Because you're seeing them and like you're getting like the people who are still like creeping into replies and shit are so like their responses are like so whack. Like they have nothing to say. And like I one of the things I tweeted about, you know, Sarah Bond and you know what she did. We talked about it on the show Tuesday, and how she talked about it. And on the Twitter, I put, you know, something about how, you know, she basically confirmed everything that we wanted, you know, from the next Xbox, right? And somebody in the reply wrote, "Yeah, but it's PC games." the fuck are you even talking about, dude? Like, why is it like these people are so
like who
lost?
let you out the circus today? Go back in and lock yourself in.
Seriously.
If they left the door open. Sometimes they just should not be out there talking nonsense.
Agreed.
But,
Agreed. So yeah, it's not looking good. It's
no.
not looking good. Great for us.
Yo,
the homie, do you K now? The broke boy inside with that $2 super chat. Thank you, brother, for being here. Appreciate you.
Thank
Says
you.
CMoney, did you lower Doodle's chair to look taller?
Thank you. Had to be said, right? I said that before. I was like, what's going on my seat? Or he moved my camera. He did something, right? I feel like I should, be higher.
Wow.
Right? You did something to my chair seat. I feel like you did.
No. I haven't done anything on your chair.
Feels like it. But all right. I'll investigate.
No, do you? I did not. Shit. Game Shark in the building. Thank you, my brother, for being here, man. Thank you for being a member for
Game Shark. What's up, love?
Months.
Thank you so much. That's so dope. Thank you.
Fire. You're the man. Says Bungie couldn't run the marathon.
Oh.
But they'll be okay. They have frogs. Damn. Sup, fam? Miss you guys. Welcome back. Fuck
miss
the ponies.
You, love.
Facts.
Hell
Thanks,
yeah.
I appreciate you, brother. Yes, we
Thank
miss
you.
Man. It was definitely cool, doing all the stuff that we got to do, and we have so much content. I'm sure you guys are seeing that it's like coming out slowly but surely. We have a lot of stuff from Summer Games Fest and the Mix and IGN. All that stuff is coming out over time as quickly as we can. Some things because of embargoes, some things just because we don't have the time to edit everything and put it up.
In there. Yeah.
We'll get there.
It's a lot of stuff, but
it was awesome.
We hope you guys are enjoying it. And thank you for those of you that have been checking them out and leaving a comment, leaving the likes and sharing. That's so dope of you guys. So thank you so much.
Yeah, I mean, it means a lot to us.
It does.
Every time we see a comment or anything like that on our videos and stuff like that, it's really very cool. So, keep doing it. We appreciate you guys. Keep checking the stuff out. And even some of the smaller stuff, there's like names of stuff that you might not know, but still worth checking out because they're exciting, like indie stuff that's coming out. That's actually pretty good. So, all right, we have
and as per CMoney, stay humble.
Stay humble.
Stay humble.
Stay humble.
You guys.
Oh my God.
Always.
Purple Berry out here catching me every time you watch any of those shorts or videos. She always got to put me in some type of way.
Okay.
It's not my fault that I won all the bunch of times.
I mean, no.
Fishing and
all
this stuff. I mean, what can I say?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. But I mean, you can't control what comes out of your mouth. You know what I mean?
I can't.
Exactly. So
when you do so well. What else?
He's a good sport, you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Just saying, win or lose.
Win or lose, but I don't lose. The homie, big
stay humble.
Big Miss Game.
That should be a song, babe. You gotta make a song. Stay humble.
Stay humble. Kendrick already made a song. Kendrick Lamar. Stay humble. Big Miss Game, my dude. Thank you, my brother, for being here, man. Good to see you, my homie.
What's good?
Says, what's good, fam? Long ass day.
Oh,
son graduated from elementary.
Oh, that's so dope. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Oh
so
my gosh.
So over here is different. Because in Jersey, I went to one school till
8th grade. Yes.
But out here, they have middle schools. They stop at 5th grade. That's elementary. And then you go to middle school, and then you go to high school. So I don't know, did your
8th
son
grade or
8th grade or 5th grade? But either way,
congratulations.
Congrats. It's awesome. He says, excuse me, they call it promotion now. Oh, hope all is well with everyone. Oh yeah, fuck them ponies. Facts. Message can't all be a nice one. Agreed. You got to stop him up. He's at 5th grade.
5th grade.
Yep,
oh, that's
middle school in September. Oh, that's dope.
Cool.
That's dope. It's cool. I gotta say, I do like it better this way than when I was in school.
Yes,
because it gives you like that buffer before high school.
It's because you went to school so long ago.
Long ago.
Yeah. So for us, like it wasn't like that.
Oh my God.
But
out of here.
but you know, things change and they make things better. I do have to agree. Like all the way till 8th grade, it's like not cool. So, but
that's some wild shit right there.
Yeah, it's wild. The grades are showing. The grades are showing. You know, it's not an age thing, you guys. Though.
No. Couldn't be.
Couldn't be. Those are highlights.
Yeah, I do it for style.
Yeah.
I was in California, remember?
Oh yes.
So,
oh my gosh, CMoney's young in California, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
The same thing happened in New York. Facts. We're young in New York.
So basically anywhere outside of Connecticut, we are considered young.
Yeah.
Okay. It was a little uncomfortable because of how they presented it to me.
Guys, no. Uncomfortable. He would like, babe, you're not. They think I'm you.
Yeah, but it's the other part that was fucked up. When I was with Madman in Cali.
Oh my God. That's wild. That's wild.
We'll tell the story on Discord.
Yeah. Feel like it needs to be told, right?
I mean, maybe. I think people should know that I give that aura.
Yeah.
Of being youthful.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? People were shocked. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
That he was our son.
So in California, you're young.
In California. Yeah. And New York.
In New York. Okay. My bad, player. All right.
Not here. For sure. That being said, you know, I know we got a lot of messages, so I wanted to go through that. But of course, we still got to shout out our homies. I see my homie, Mr. Teddy Keys in the building.
Yo,
what's up, my dude? Thank you for being here. I see Be Nice in the building. What's up, playa? Crazy Coach Canuck is back.
Yes,
you could change his name again.
Let's go.
Good shit.
What's up, Fam Jam?
What's up, playa?
Finally.
Thank you for being here. Appreciate you, my dude. E-Ranks.
Yo,
in the building.
What's up, E-Ranks? I still miss that picture.
What do you mean? He has the fucking
he has the emoji now, right?
It was always the emoji.
No, he had the lean picture where you lean. I think he was leaning back. That's why I always do the side thing from his last profile pic that he had.
You're drunk. You're thinking about another person.
No.
Yes.
E-Ranks.
E-Ranks is
he had one that he was either leaning back or to the side.
No, that's a different person.
No, you're cracked out.
Bro. That's a different person.
E-Ranks, we're gonna need you to clear that up real quick.
It's 100% different person.
Yeah, I'm always right. See,
no.
Yeah.
James Kofi in the building.
James,
what's up, man?
What's up, love?
Here, bro. Appreciate you. Ren in the building. What is up, man?
Kate said, "Who you calling drunk?" He got drunk, and he was like, "What?"
Oh my God.
He's like, "What'd I do?"
Kate's like, "How'd you know? Is it my Connect? Can you see me from my Connect?"
Because he's old.
And from Jersey. You know, he still got his Connect up. The shit's just sitting there doing nothing, not even connected to anything. He didn't even want to put it away. TV hasn't been plugged in for 32 years. Just fucking stares at his reflection from the glass. Oh shit.
God, he's 76 though.
So no, that's
some slack.
No, music.
No, music is 72 years old.
72. Kate's not older than music. Music is
you gotta type in all caps.
Is asleep right now.
Yeah, it's nap time for music.
Yeah, time.
He needs.
And he's in a place where the hour is earlier, so it's like 9 now. I think it's like 6 o'clock where he's from. He's like, I had dinner and it's time to sleep. That's it.
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
Wait, hold up. We have the answer. I know it. Thank you, E-Ranks. Exactly. Read that, CMoney, for
Doodle
me.
was right.
Quick.
I had the dude from Office Space for a while. I don't believe you, E-Ranks. That was like a billion years ago. You're just trying to be nice to Doodle.
Oh, okay. So listen,
there's
a billion
your
years.
context is you miss it now, as if it hasn't been this way for months and months and months and months and months and months.
Wow. All right.
I'm just saying.
Listen, you're opening the gate. Here we go.
Which gate? Because some gates are meant to be open. You know what I'm saying?
Sliding through.
To slide it through. That gate open every day. You know what I'm saying? How good was that one?
You're wilding. Oh, anyways.
Shit. I do see the homie Reggie Bone in the building.
Reggie, what's up?
Thank you for being here. Amit Kumar, what's good, man?
What's going on?
Oh shit! Everybody's chanting, "Doodle's back!"
Yes.
Doodle's back.
Oh, thank you guys. Cheers. I missed you all so much.
You got the homie Mac 22 TH54.
Yo, Mac.
In the building. What's up, my brother? He says, "Did you guys see that even with Xbox coming out and AMD coming out saying the handheld is not canceled, people like Xbox Era and other people are trying to make excuses for Jez Gordon getting it wrong?" I did not see any of that. But look, I don't know. Maybe they're trying to be nice so he doesn't feel bad, or I don't know. I can't give you. I don't fucking know. But I will say, the report, it's bad timing for Jez, right? To come out and be like, "Hey, I heard that shit canceled," and then Sarah Bot's like, "Fam, son, fam."
Oh, my beer, son.
Shh. Shut the fuck up. Shh. Shut the fuck up. We're dropping that bitch soon.
I think the problem is that it was never announced that it was going to be canceled. So to run with that, I'm just saying that sounds like a self-inflicted situation.
Self-inflicted, indeed.
But, and there are keywords like it can, I think, or like I don't like the speaking in such a factual way, and then it comes back and bites you in the ass. I think that's where the problem comes.
I think at this point, if you're affected by what the media does, like a Jez Gordon or Xbox Era, any of these people who are, I don't know, I don't really know Xbox Era putting stuff up like that for the most part, but I mean, like they did with like the Starfield thing and a whole bunch of other stuff. Like the thing to understand is that this is all a hustle for them, right? Like nobody wants to work for free, right? That's just what it is. And understand, for these people to come out here and put out this content, they are gonna do what they gotta do. Now it sucks. I'm not saying that it's good that they say these things and it fucks up, but what I'm saying is that I think at this point we can all agree that we understand that they're gonna just write shit and it's not gonna be anything that is 100% guaranteed. The good news is when they write this shit, we can kind of talk about it, right? So we
should know better,
So it's up to us to not sit there and be like, "Oh, it's canceled." When he wrote that thing, we went through the whole article.
Yeah,
and we showed that in that article, he essentially said, "Well, it's not actually canceled. They're still investing in it, but for the most part, it's." They're not fucking with it. So, it kind of just is what it is. At the end of the day, there is a lot of good information that comes out from these sources as well, right? So sometimes you just kind of know what you're looking at, right? We here, like everybody who's listening to this podcast live in the building right now, I don't know about later, but if you're listening right now live, you guys know, the drill. You know what I'm saying? You know the dealio. We're not going to be sitting there fooled. We know the rule of thumb for us is if Sarah, Bill, Booty,
Matt,
if they're not saying it, or Satya, okay, if they're not saying it, it don't exist to us.
I know Satya's gonna be coming out here happy as can be.
Satya is like, I got that money.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I brought my wallet. What's up, y'all?
How Satya got more money than Sony?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like his personal account.
Yeah.
It's just like, he probably could buy Sony by himself. I'm just saying, this is what it is.
Side hustle.
Oh my God, that's funny, man. I see Snooky Jackson in the building.
Snooky, what's good, love? Thank you for rocking out.
New consoles, but I was told Xbox is dead.
Oh yeah.
It's so funny because like that's such a place that they really believe that shit. Like even now, I remember in one of my tweets, one of the replies was that no, they didn't announce that they're shutting everything down yet. like what? There's a problem.
I think I think it's you gotta imagine that it's hope, right? If you say it enough times, then maybe it'll happen or it'll turn out to be true someday, some way. And I think they're just holding on to hope. How can you look at what's happening and say that Xbox is dead and what? PlayStation's gonna make it? Come on.
I mean, look, PlayStation has a great future ahead of it as the delivery device of, Xbox games. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's basically just gonna be another Xbox. Just slap the logo on there. You can't do anything else. All you have is a name brand that people like. That's it. The games, not so much. People don't really care too much. But one game a year is all they need, the PlayStation, because we know they don't really play too much.
Can you imagine if Xbox dropped one game a year?
Bro, they dropped three or 4 games in 2022?
And everybody was crying.
And everybody said Xbox didn't release any games. Yeah. And it was the worst day ever. But they dropped like 3 first-party games that year. And they said it was the worst thing ever. PlayStation got 1 game coming out. And people talk about Xbox and what's happened with them. That's crazy. It's crazy.
PlayStation has canceled as many games as actually almost. How's the ratio? How many games did Xbox release last year versus how many games PlayStation canceled? I feel like that's the only way that they can battle each other, right?
Xbox put out a lot of games, but I think PlayStation won that battle.
You think so? Okay, there you go.
More
there you
than
go.
Than Xbox there you go.
That's the only way that they can compete, right?
It's the only way. 100%. Sad for them. Space Shot says Tom Warren pushed that canceled narrative. Jess said it was sidelined, but still important to them. I think Jez may have been getting some news about what's going on last few years, not next few years. Possible. I see, what's it? Philly Gangster in the building. What's up, man? Thank you for being here. It says Thirsty Thursday. Ponies thirst for Xbox games. Facts.
Let's go.
That's the way it works for them, unfortunately for them. Il Ray Tito in the building. What's up, man?
What's up?
Thank you for being here, bro.
What's up, Tito?
Raging Shadow. What is up, man? Thank you for rocking out. Trey Bone 408.
Woo.
What is going on, man?
What's up, Trey?
Appreciate you, my brother. Dova 360 in the building.
Yo, happy Thursday.
Going on, man? Appreciate you, bro. Ren, I did see this. Ren, thank you for being here, my brother. It says
thank you.
Ecstasies also got exposed as a fraud for saying Xbox was working with Xenia emulator team and Xenia denied it. Why would they need Xenia when Xbox already has system level back compat for 360? I did see that. There was a whole news kind of cycle going on with that Xbox is working with this other team to do it, but they already announced that that's literally what's happening, but not the working with this team. They're literally doing it. It's good. Everything's gonna be back compat. Like the fact that this news came out and then they denied it, it's like, who cares? Who cares how it's made? Right? Like, who cares how the sauce is made? It's all about how it tastes, right?
Exactly.
I don't give a shit what they did to make all the games compatible. AMD came out, talked about it. It's gonna happen. Backwards compatibility is going to be a thing. It's actually forward compatibility for all your old games, right? That's happening. This ecstasy shit with these people, who cares? Again, we know his channel, right? It's all about trying to hype people up with these rumors, right? Real, not real, doesn't matter. It's just he gets people talking and everybody's talking about it, and that's a win for him, right? So it'd be what it be. I see 108 Drag is in the building.
Yo,
Lemon,
what's good?
Fam? Thank you for being here, brother. Appreciate you. Says yo, what's up, homie? Appreciate you, fam. Good seeing you out in Cali a couple weeks back. What's up? Fillmore Pockets in the building.
Fillmore, what's good, baby?
Thank you for rocking out with us, man. Appreciate you. Who I have here? Well, feel like I went far back on. Well, not okay. Oh shit! There's our homie G Maybe in the building.
Yo, the OG.
The OG.
What's up, G Maybe?
Man? Back from the dead one. What's going on, man? Were you at the community event back from the dead? I feel like I would have seen you.
No. PAX.
I thought he said he was gonna be there. Mr. Kima, what's going on, homie?
Yo,
thank you for rocking out, man. The Butster in the building. What's up? Says you guys are back. We are back.
What's up, love?
We are back. Emilio in the building. What's up, man? Says Xbox plus Asus equals Xbox gaming laptop. Oh, bro, we're gonna get all types of crazy shit. Like, be prepared. Like, this is not a small little experiment that they're doing. Like, this is going to be full on. People are going to be making all types of shit, from full on consoles to laptops to handhelds to streaming fucking sticks. You're going to see it all, man. It's going to be crazy. And I'm here for it. Serve, what's up, man?
Serve, what's good?
Thank you for being here, bro. Appreciate you, fam. Meet the Cheetah in the building.
Yo.
What is up, homie? Appreciate you. Mr. Glass, what is going on? Jago 6 in the building. What is up, man? Thank you for being here, bro. The Duck of Death. What is going on, bro? Appreciate you.
I like that name.
Big B Money in the building. What's up, man? Thank you for rocking out, bro. Maurice Branch in the building. Maurice. What is good?
What's up, Maurice? Thank you for rocking out, love.
Thank you for being here, man. Loki 478. What is up, brother? Appreciate you. APIMB. What's going on, man? Thank you, bro. Appreciate you for rocking out. And my eyes are straining. I need to update these. This prescription.
So you can't see.
I mean, it's fucking like it's there. Like I could see, but kind of not really. It's not great. Edward Lafferty in the building.
Edward, what's
good? Thank you for being here, bro. Appreciate you, homie. Says a better question is, does it matter if Asus made HHD with Xbox branding, Xbox OS, Xbox features, and it runs Xbox games? Does it matter who made it? No, I mean personal preference, right? So there's a lot of brand loyalty out there in like these OEMs, right? Like some people like Asus, some people like Alienware, right? So there's a few different ones that are out there, and once everybody start making it, that is gonna be dope because it's gonna be a battle between them, like how to stand out, right?
Okay, yeah, I can see that competition.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it will matter, but at the end of the day, if you're just looking to play Xbox games, yeah, it really wouldn't make a difference which one.
But that's the thing, like you brought up, right? It doesn't matter, how it's made. Just give me my sauce, right?
Facts, absolutely. I'm the Crow 76. What is up, man? Thank you for being here, bro. Appreciate you. Fox Molder.
Yo.
What's going on, fam? Appreciate you. Bell's Air in the building. Appreciate you guys. Okay, so back from this says I went to PAX East again this year. I was hoping to go to Play NYC, but it doesn't look like it's gonna work out. Oh, gotcha. All right, cool, man. Well, thanks for rocking out. See the real OG
being here
in the building. Oh,
yo.
Yeah. This was another story. It depends on how long the show goes. If we sit down and we talk about all our topics and we're like, we got some time, then we'll talk about this. If not, we will talk about it tomorrow. But the real OG says these ponies think Sony is going to buy WB Games.
Oh, I saw that.
I think they're going to use I guess they're going to use a layaway plan again. # Sony broke. Yo, the crazy shit is like, why do you? First of all, Bungie was 3.6 billion, and they had to use that shit on like 6 different cards.
Oh yeah,
they're like, listen, I need you to put like 400 mil in this one, okay? And they're like 100 here, all right? And then we got like 16 other cards, okay? Is that okay? Like it's not.
Can you apply my coupon?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, that's wild. Yeah, it's another like pipe dream, right? I mean, I would be shocked, and I would be sad for WB because Sony can't even afford to put their own games out right now at a good clip. What are they going to do with Remedy, who takes 48 years? Not Remedy, Rocksteady, who took like, how long did it take to make Suicide Squad? Like fucking 10 years.
Yep.
Bro, come on, man.
That was rough.
They don't have the pockets. And then what? They're gonna forever put themselves in a situation where any game they put out, they're gonna have to pay license fees back to Warner Brother proper for the IP. Come on, man. They already have that problem with fucking Spider-Man.
They do.
You know
I don't think they should get in any type of situation that it's like that.
No.
It wouldn't work out well for them.
No.
Man, what can they do? They don't know how to shop. They don't know how to make games. They don't know how to steal. Like what's up? What do you know? What's left? Just imagine.
That's hilarious. Oh man, I see the homie Jonas the dad in the
Jonas,
building.
what's good?
Up, man? MCell 101. What is going on, homie? Appreciate you, man. Thank you for rocking out with us. All right.
You see Force?
Where? Force One. What's up? It says you owe us 10 hours show today. Oh man.
Yo, thank you for rocking out.
It'll start they'll add up. You know what I'm saying? They'll add up. You'll be all right. There's so much
We're gonna have to pull a Sony, a PlayStation on that one. Bunch of IOUs.
It's all right. Listen.
Sticky notes.
It's not how long, okay? It's the quality of the team. All right?
No, you didn't.
Just saying. Oh my god. Maurice Brad to the building. Thank you for being here. Says I beat Doom the Dark Ages earlier this month and 100% it. Got all the achievements on it. Damn, that's wild, man. Congrats, bro.
Yo,
XBX Lord Chaos in the building. What's up, man? Thank you for being here, bro. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for rocking out with us. All right. Let me
dive in.
Yeah, let's get rocking. Again, we're gonna have some fun. It's always a good time. It's always a good time. I missed this. It was good. All right. Where is the let me get before I get my chapter. What do I have here? Is this correct? Okay. Wait, what am I?
Oh boy.
I gotta find it. I had it, but then I had added other stuff. Oh shit. Real quick, before we get into it, do you want to mention the Nintendo Switch situation?
Oh my gosh. What part? I feel like we need to like dive into that, but I have to.
Go ahead. So, all right.
I feel like I need to see it completely first.
All right, so don't talk about it?
I think we should save that one.
For tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll dive in because, man, wait till you guys hear this shit.
Well, not like.
Just saying, see.
Not like horrible. Okay. Just
Did you see the amiibo they put out?
Yeah.
The new one, and they keep posting that the pre-orders are up. They keep tweeting that out, and it's like it's $30, bro.
Agreed.
You can grab that amiibo and shove it.
It's a little crazy.
You know,
it's a lot crazy actually. And I think on Tuesday we talked about it a little bit.
Okay.
Because Hargeet was talking about, how successful it was.
Yeah.
I talked about how price
What
does
was
matter, and it does
the
it the Switch, because the
okay.
Switch 2 is like the fastest selling console, whatever, and
Mhm.
it sold 3.5 mil. But what I told him, and I think you and I were on the same page already, that
Yeah.
we knew in the beginning the
Yeah.
first day was gonna be crazy because there's a lot of pent
The
up
Wii
people
U
who want
sold
it.
out too. And listen, I think that when you break it down and you realize that the first 3 mil were from, day 1, right? And then when you look at the gap and you're like, "Okay, half a mil," you
Yeah,
know,
like 4
eh,
days later,
come
like
on.
only 500,000 people,
Exactly.
and then like
So,
it's
it's
been
not as
2 weeks now,
impressive as they wanna
and
make it
they
seem.
haven't announced a number.
Yeah.
Not that maybe they're just not waiting for a bigger, maybe they're waiting for like 10 million or whatever before they announce it again.
Maybe.
But I just, it feels like it's not, you know, it's not selling as fast for the long run.
And,
You know what I'm saying?
and that's the Switch. You and I were at Best Buy and, the other day, and they had just Amiibos everywhere. 30, $40, right? So 29.99, 39.99. It's like, who's gonna pay $40 for a freaking Amiibo? But they were stacked. These things, 10.99, 12.99, um, maybe 15.99, but 30, $40, that's just
That's cracked out, bro.
ridiculous.
That's
So,
all type of crack pipe.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is. There's no other way to look at it. Um, it's it's too far. We saw so many there, right? Like
It was great
normally
because
normally
they
they
have
sell
them
out with that shit.
also
Like
they
new ones
do.
sell out, and
That's
this is
the
not.
thing, and it's like everyone's, like, trying to find them and, they pop in, they go, they pop back in, and again, even through, like, Twitter, when by the time people get there, it's like, "Oh, shoot, I didn't get one," or they cancel my order, but the point is that they were just, like, in different areas, just, like, a bunch of them, and it's like, even now online, the pre-ordering, you go in and you're able to just see it there. It's not going to play out the way that they think to go ahead and double up these prices.
Yeah, I think it's a problem.
Mhm.
It's a problem, and
It
I just don't
you
think it's
made a
gonna.
joke. You're like, "Got you on clearance," right? Because that's literally
Oh
where they're
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead and end up,
Facts.
probably by the holidays.
Agree. Before we get into it, I don't know how, but to you, now the broke boy inside says with that $2 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Says, did you miss the
Yo,
milestone chassis money? Damn shame if you did. I did. I did not see this
where?
right here. Do you, now the broke boy insider member
Yo.
for 12 months, man. Thank you so much, bro. It's been a fucking
Oh,
year.
I see, okay.
That's crazy. Says 1 year with
Thank
this
you.
great family that CMoney and
Oh,
Doodle gave us. Thank
oh,
you to you all for the fun we have in here teasing CMoney. God damn it.
that's
Just know
dope.
it's all out of love and fun. Absolutely, man. So
Thank
thank you, brother. We
you.
do appreciate you guys. And
Thank you
listen,
so
it's
much.
very cool because even like on Discord, like we see it, right? Like it's not like it's so like we were not live for like a couple weeks, you know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
every day, everybody's in there just kind of
Yeah.
shooting this shit and laughing and making fun of shit and making fun of each other. It's just having a fucking good time.
It's
And it's
pretty
so
dope, yeah.
cool that you guys are kind of like it's grown into like a real, dope
Yeah.
ass community. Like it's like he said, like it's the family that everybody gets to have fun and fucking chill. So
Yeah.
we appreciate all of
It's
you
pretty
guys,
dope.
man.
It's so
So
cool.
we definitely appreciate you guys. You guys are
Thank
shit.
you. Thank you, guys.
So and then he says with that 2 super chat, and you wonder why I make fun of you. You literally heard me say about how hard of a time I'm having seeing. Okay? I didn't fucking see it, bro. God damn it. I don't know what happened.
It's
It's
time
just
to make an appointment, see.
something has to happen because
Yeah.
it's not cute anymore.
I mean,
All
I'm
right,
just saying,
chapter.
I feel like you're probably, like, maxed out. I don't know. I don't know what else they can do.
I mean, these glasses are pretty thick,
Yeah.
but they could be thicker. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? So
We'll see.
whatever they gotta do, I need to see clearer. Maybe they have to make it darker. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's the light that's fucking with me.
Ye I don't think so, see. I don't think they need to be darker.
Okay,
Then
whatever.
how
You
are
know
you
what I'm
gonna
saying?
see?
That's a good question. I'm not that
Okay.
sure. All
Yep.
right, let me go ahead and get this chapter so we can get started. All right. can't be messing around. All right, chapter 1. All right, so on Tuesday,
yes,
Sarabon came out, dropped an amazing video. Okay, basically slapping up every pony narrative that existed about Xbox being dead, Xbox not making next gen because ROG Ally the ROG Xbox Ally shows they're only going to use third parties to make their console because the rumor was that the handheld was dead, right? And the homie Sarabon came out, who we did not get to meet at Summer Games Fest, but she was in the building. So next time, gotta make that happen. Same thing with Phil. So she came out, amazing video, just destroying every pony narrative that exists. Right, gone. Bam, 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 bam.
Whoa, be careful with that weapon, babe.
It's violent. It's a violent weapon. It is.
You gotta chill.
But, you never know what I'm gonna do.
You never know what he got whipping out.
You never know what type of finger blast is gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You never know what's going down.
I mean, pow,
But either way, but yeah, so she came out with this amazing video and we watched it and we kind of went through it on Tuesday. And AMD, they did a couple of posts as well to basically, back up what Sarah was saying. But then today, out of nowhere, 2 days after, Lisa from AMD went ahead and dropped her own video, going ahead and basically really trying to put the emphasis here on what's happening and how this is not just your typical AMD. Because if Xbox is saying it, right, and Sarah's saying it, you expect it, right? You expect it because, of course, they're going to gas up what they're doing, right?
Absolutely.
But you remember AMD is also working with PlayStation on whatever is next for them. And again, you'll see clearly how they don't know what the fuck is next over there for PlayStation quite yet. Whereas over here, it's such a clear, defined vision and game plan they're implementing that they literally needed to come out and put their own bars on it. So let's go ahead and watch the homie from AMD go ahead and give her bars on what is happening. Let's make sure I can do this right. So we're gonna do this.
AMD and Microsoft are advancing a bold shared vision for the future of gaming, one that enables seamless gameplay across any screen, placing gamers at the center of the experience anywhere. We're so excited to be deepening our relationship with Microsoft and build on the over 2 decades of partnership, innovation, and trust. From the earliest days of the Xbox 360 to the most advanced consoles such as the Xbox Series X and S, and the recently announced ROG Xbox Ally handhelds. Moving forward, AMD will go beyond building custom chips for Xbox consoles to designing a full roadmap of gaming-optimized chips combining the power of Ryzen and Radeon for consoles, handhelds, PCs, and the cloud. And we're doing it all with backwards compatibility so gamers can access their favorite titles across platforms, delivering on a promise to both gamers and developers. Together, we are building a vibrant open ecosystem that delivers the next generation of graphics and immersive gameplay powered by AI that includes new foundational models to accelerate the state-of-the-art in rendering. From console to cloud to handheld, AMD and Microsoft are building the future of immersive gaming. We are so excited to be working with Microsoft to bring all of this tech to gamers everywhere.
The future of immersive gaming. Holy crap. Okay. All right.
Of immersive gaming. Not some generic, we're going to do some great stuff in the future. No, this will be the future. So what I want to do, we just saw it, right? So what's your hot take? And then what I want to do is I want to go back and break it up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Go through all her bars and what they mean and why each, I feel like every 10 seconds she made a pony cry. You know what I'm saying? Like it just became more and more real to them.
It's almost like that was the goal, right?
I feel like it. I feel like she was not being sensitive at all to the ponies that might be watching this. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, at some point you got to, break the chains and just like take off, go ahead and fly. Listen, I feel like this is obviously Xbox is putting in the money, right? They're going ahead and investing in the future. The future. That's the problem. I feel like PlayStation, what they've done is kind of hold everything back. So this is exciting.
It is. It is. And it's great to see that commitment again. There was like other topics we were gonna do that we didn't have time to. We might roll it over, but like it's even like obviously we knew, right? We knew that this was the plan,
Yeah.
right? They pretty much told us all of this, right? If you were paying attention, but I feel like at every turn there was some bullshit story that was trying
About the backwards
shut it
compatibility,
all
about,
down.
everything kind of working seamlessly. It just they always want to put something out there that they kind of come in and debunk in one shot. And I think that they were earmuffs when these things happen because somehow they don't hear it, right?
Exactly.
But yeah, it seems like they've heard everything that's been going on out there. And Sarah came out, like you said, like you mentioned before, and it's like, all right, let's put an end to this nonsense and kind of clarify the situation. And this is a doubling down over here with Lisa that's taking place.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me go ahead and let's go through excuse me. Actually, before we move forward, let me get my boy Do You Can't Out the Broke Boy inside with that too. Which I appreciate you, homie. It says CMoney versus Vision Works, optometrists and lens crafters. Damn, all three, That's fucked up. Dark Angelic,
I
dude,
mean,
thank you for
come
being a
on,
member
man.
for 18
Dark
months.
Angelic, what's up?
Holy shish kebabs. Says, thank you, my brother. Appreciate you. Says, hey fam, thanks for a year and a half of fun, laughs, and
Aw.
100% pink Himalayan pony sauce. Boy,
I mean, it's the best salt.
World wouldn't be the same without all of you. Thank you.
Oh,
Oh, that's dope, Dark Angelic.
oh,
man.
we love you, Dark Angelic,
Tear.
and Queen Witch as
Appreciate
well.
you guys. You guys are the shit.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
That was so dope.
That was nice. All right, let's dive in because she has a lot of stuff to say, and on the internet, on Twitter world,
Okay.
they've taken a bunch of her kind of statements and made them into news items. So we're just going to
Go through it all. Let's go.
as she says it. So let's continue here.
Microsoft are advancing a bold shared vision for the future of gaming, one that enables seamless gameplay.
Well, let's back up just for a second because I feel like there's something here that's important. She says it's a bold shared vision.
It's almost like they're and this is a big deal, right? Obviously they're working together, but the fact that, they're kind of, it's like a collab, right? They're kind of, it's highlighting that relationship and what they're both bringing to the table. But yeah, the bold, right? So we're looking at something that maybe has not been new, right? Sarah Bond did say, and I've held on to these words because they keep trying to knock the situation. They keep trying to put out there, how Xbox is dead, that they're moving forward without having a console, right? That they're tapping out, and that's why they're putting the games on the PlayStation platform. But she did mention that the biggest technological leap when it comes to their next box, right? And so to boldness, it just sounds like that, right? We're going to go ahead and push the boundaries and do something that's never done before when it comes to, coming in with a new gen. So obviously Xbox, they're very open when it comes to obviously scooping up studios and kind of not just telling them exactly what to do, but working together, because that's how you get the best of something, right? The best,
100%.
of a studio artistically. And even right here, they're working together. They're sharing their shared vision. So whatever they both brought to the table, they've tweaked and they've maximized what that idea can be. So that's promising.
I mean, it's the crazy shit is that like people are like dumbfounded at what Microsoft is doing, right? And it's like, yo, Microsoft, they've been ahead of the curve always, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they can see what's happening. That's why they're a $3 trillion plus company,
It's
and Sony's still in the baby gap when it comes to how much they have available to them, right?
Well,
So it's a
it's
very different,
ambition, right? They've always been ambitious. They've always wanted to do more.
but they're
PlayStation's always on
ambitious
that little nook where they
with
just
the
want to
vision.
exactly. They just want to take from you and continue to stay in that comfort spot, doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, and that's clearly not something Xbox is okay with. And like the idea that people thought that there would be a whole nother generation where the same thing was going to take place when we've been watching movies digitally
Mm-hmm.
with no problem
Yep.
whatsoever. Literally, they have movies anywhere, a platform that you buy the movie, and then your digital copy goes there, and every movie from anywhere will be there because that's where they allow you to put your digital copy, right? Like music is all everywhere, right? YouTube Music has every song, Amazon Music has every song, Spotify has every song, right? It's just which place do you prefer to
Mm-hmm.
listen, right? What benefits does each place have and how does it fit best in your life,
Yeah.
right? How did all these short-sighted people believe that someone wouldn't go ahead and be the one to say, you know what? Gaming should be wherever you want to play your games.
Exactly.
And there's only one person who could do it, and that was Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
They're the only ones who had the capability of doing this because they already had the biggest platform with gaming on the PC, right? Obviously, mobile gaming is crazy huge, but we're talking about more of the console type gaming, right? Like that type, controller, keyboard,
Yes.
and mouse gaming, not touchscreen gaming like a mobile.
I mean, and mobile gaming. That's why they bought ABK, right? A lot of people like to think that it's this was the Call of Duty move, and that wasn't.
Yep.
That was just what came with it as well, which was freaking amazing. But yes, the main reason was because of mobile gaming, right? So they have been expanding, and if you and that's what's so weird. The idea that we talked before. And we talked about how there's pony on pony crime going on over there and how they're not happy with the situation. They shouldn't have been happy for a long freaking time. How do you not see this play out? And the same thing here, like you've seen what they've been doing. How did you not understand that it was going to come to this? Even the conversations with games on PlayStation, like it's on a Fire Stick, right? You can get Game Pass through a Fire Stick. That wasn't a problem. You can go ahead and download Game Pass through an app on your TV, right? Certain TVs have that. Like, where do you think that this was going to go? Obviously, they're trying to be everywhere and going ahead and like they said before, there are just so many players out there. So yes, we're going to look at PlayStation, the boxes that they have, and how we're going to make that work for us. So it just everywhere, no money left behind. This is an Xbox, and so is that.
I mean, I gotta tell you, like I'm pretty happy about the idea that as far as this channel is concerned, and you and I and how we've handled all this stuff, like I feel good about the fact that we saw the vision almost immediately. You know what I'm saying? And we saw how it made sense. And that's why we weren't out there crying and doing all this bullshit,
Exactly.
Shit talking, only to then turn around and come back and do the same thing, which is what we're seeing. And we'll probably talk about it in the show tomorrow. But it's like, now all of a sudden these people are coming back and now they see the vision because of these videos, right? Now they see the vision, but
Like, you were ready. You had a shovel ready to bury the Xbox.
Yeah, like you have this big platform, and this is to show you guys how having a big platform doesn't mean shit about what you can think about in your head, and what you can understand and comprehend, right? So the fact that you needed them to fucking spell this shit out for you in crayon,
with a crayon,
to be able to see the vision now, and now you're back. Now you're back because you can see that there's no losing for them.
Yeah.
And when you look at the other side, what is your option? That's why you're back. That's why you can see the vision now.
Yeah.
The vision was always there. The vision was
always there. It was never something where anything was taken away from us, where like we weren't given, we were deprived with games. Like it was always the best subscription service out there, the biggest, baddest games over here. Like it never lacked. So to go ahead and try to grab a shovel and bury a platform and go on the parade because I don't know, maybe they let some people go or they close something off or they're not making another game because it didn't do well, right? Or perform well enough. Like these are things that should not have to be explained for anyone to understand that this is a business as well, and that it needs to go ahead and make money, and that the vision, you may not understand it, but they're telling you what's what and you're still fighting it. So it's like, take a seat. And we said it a lot, and a lot of people were on board, like, go ahead, throw your tantrum, go, but then stay the fuck away. But that's not what they do. And it is what it is. But it's just like, hopefully at some point the crying will end.
Agreed. So I mean, listen, I'm glad that all of a sudden now, you know, Xbox is the cool kid back again, and everybody's like, oh yeah, this is probably going to work and it's not going to fail as all the ponies would love it to be failing.
I think also seeing PlayStation canceling all those games, seeing the fact that, you know, even when they do come out, the games are not doing well, because there's always been this whole thing where they need Xbox to behave like PlayStation, and unless PlayStation was, you know, almost buried out the way that they are right now, there was always this desire, right? And it's like, what's this admiration?
Well,
right?
I mean, it's clear, like when you look at them now, they have no roadmap for their own future. They're still trying to figure that out. And then even when you think about how much everything has been failing in front of their eyes, they're still doubling down on the idea that live service is going to be their thing. And it's like, what PlayStation fan wants to hear that?
Exactly.
Right? You're here for the single player games. But either way, let's get back to this kind of breakdown. So yes, bold shared vision, AMD, Xbox united in the idea of making this work. And this is the crazy part. Like AMD being on board with this, they're making sure that all the different things that they're going to be working on, the handhelds, the computer stuff, cloud stuff, right? It's all getting enhanced, it's all going to work together. They're the ones who make it, right? So if they're making things for everything versus just whatever they make for PlayStation, which actually PlayStation did, or Mark Cerny came out and said that the shit that they are working on with AMD is not just for them. So
he did say that because I know the pisser was such a mess, and he wanted to let everybody know that, you know, so that's dead and done.
Did say that why not PlayStation just make an Xbox? You know what I'm saying? Like just make their own. And you know, when you think about AMD's plan of all these different things they're working on, and then when you go back to remember that Mark Cerny said the thing that they're working on with AMD is not even for PlayStation itself, seems like maybe they're in on it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they want a little piece of the Microsoft plan.
Who wouldn't, though? That's the thing. Who would not?
Future of gaming, one that enables seamless gameplay across any screen.
I love the idea of what she just said, and I don't know if she meant it that way. But if you remember on Google Stadia, this never actually came out, but they showed it.
Yeah.
Which was when I hear seamless gameplay across any screen, they showed where you would be playing on your like on your phone, right? And then pause the game, go to your laptop,
pick right back
open it up, press play, like start the game, and you will be right where you were.
Yep.
And then you can turn that, pause that and go to the console and do that same thing, right?
Yep.
So, I mean, imagine a world where you go ahead and you're literally playing a game, and instead of it being something where you have to stop, save, exit, and then go to your PC or your phone and then restart from wherever the last save was.
Yeah.
Right. To just being able to be like, oh, hold on, let me just pause the game right here. Turn off your phone, go on your console, sit on your couch, turn it on, and you go to that game and it's right where exactly where you were. Because that's one of the big things, right? Like quick resume. We all know quick resume is the shit, right?
It is.
It's super dope. Love it, right? But it's only on console. And if you are like us, where we do have, the PC and cloud that we do bounce around, right? We're not just a Xbox console box owner. We're part of the Xbox ecosystem, right? We have every entry point that's available to us. So if you're playing on your Xbox and you pause the game and then go back play 5 other games, go back, play that game, you're right where you were, right? That's quick resume.
Yep.
This would have to be quick resume in the cloud, right? It would be quick resume in the cloud that will allow you to go ahead and go from one device to the next. Because right now, if I am playing a game, a single player game on my Xbox, and it's, pause it, quick resume is there, and then I leave to go play on a PC, well, one of two things will happen. One, it'll take me to the closest checkpoint from where I was, right? Or it won't register that I even played that session.
Yep.
That I played on my
happened
Xbox
before
because it didn't close out, so it never sent like that signal, like, hey,
done and saved. Go ahead. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, which can be kind of a pain in the ass, right?
Yep.
So, like, when I know I'm playing a game on multiple devices, I actually don't use quick resume unless I know the next time I'm going to play for sure will be on an Xbox. I normally will exit out the game completely so that
just
I can
to play it safe.
Yeah, because I want to make sure that my save is going to be able to transfer wherever it needs to be. So this would be like that next level, right? This would be again, they started it here on the console, but now they're taking it wider. And when I see those words, that's what I'm hearing.
That's what you're hearing. Yeah,
I'm hearing
I
quick
get
resume in the cloud. Any device on steroids. Any device.
Yeah.
You play the game, you're good to go.
And they've made it clear that they're investing a lot in cloud, right? And trying to go ahead and kind of get that right. So I can only imagine that that's, like you said, this is what they're referring to. This is what they've been also trying to figure out. And this is going to be a part of our next console.
Yeah, I think that would be dope. I mean, I see, first of all, Live Supremacy in the building. What's up, man?
Yo, thank you for rocking out, baby.
I see Dark and Jealous says quick resume on cloud will eat up a lot of internet bandwidth, though. I don't know what that. I'm not going to pretend to know how they would do it. I would imagine they would try to be able to take some image of it, and I don't know, be able to just upload that and it automatically finds exactly where you were. I don't know. I don't know the science. Okay, guys. I don't know. I think you guys know me already. So I'm more of an end result type of dude. You know what I'm saying? Again, I just said it before. I don't know how the sauce is made. I just want the sauce to be made, right? And it just feels like that's the next evolution of quick resume. Right,
especially with everything again with what they're doing, and they said that they want everything to gel well together and kind of going ahead from place to place seamlessly, and that is what they would have to polish, right? Because the last thing you want, it's what's happening right now. Like you said, if you don't save it, if you're not, you can't do quick resume, you can't hop from one place to the other seamlessly. So that would be the situation that needs to go ahead and get fixed and be taken care of.
Agreed.
However they do it, right? Because obviously we don't know how that will get done.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how. Like I said, I don't know how it would go. Like Max says, I'm more of a big picture dude. That's
yes,
right. You know what I'm saying? And kind of just I see the vision, and somebody go figure it out, right? Like that's the goal here. So, but yeah, I think that's my interpretation of those words, right? That's what I think they mean.
Screen, placing gamers at the center of the experience anywhere.
By the way, if that is in fact what will happen,
mm-hmm.
there is one group of players who will have access to the game, but not access to this greatness.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we know.
Yikes.
Who they are. Just saying.
We're so excited to be deepening our relationship with Microsoft and build on the over 2 decades of partnership, innovation, and trust. From the earliest days of the Xbox 360 to the most advanced consoles such as the Xbox Series X and S, and the recently announced ROG Xbox Ally handhelds. Moving forward, AMD will go beyond building custom chips for Xbox consoles to designing a full roadmap of gaming-optimized chips combining the power of Ryzen and Radeon for consoles, handhelds, PCs, and the cloud. And we're doing it all with backwards compatibility. So
so this whole little area right here, right? They're moving beyond this idea of, okay, Xbox, you're making a new console. Cool, let's work together. Let's make this chip. Is going to be great. They're moving from that to, okay, Xbox, you're going to be a platform that is attached to many different entry points, right? You're going to be having PC entry points, handheld entry points, cloud entry points, consoles.
Yeah.
Not just their console and not a PC, but a console made by other PC makers.
This would be hilarious if this is what ends up being the next, PlayStation, right? Just slapped up the PlayStation logo, but it needs to go ahead and work well with everything else, right? The last thing they want is to be outside the building.
It's funny because I remember that Satya made a statement, and I remember everybody running and trying to crucify his comment. Satya said that he was going to redefine what it meant to be an Xbox fan.
You don't need to have the box to be an Xbox fan, right?
Nope.
You don't. It's all about the games, right?
All about choice.
This is all about choices. Where having access, what's availability, right? Being able to play where and how you can.
It's the reality of what is going to be our future.
Yeah.
And it's funny because again, they gave them all that shit, and look at what this is now. Not everybody's excited about it. Not everybody's excited about this plan.
I mean, they wanted to force the hand, and they wanted them to go ahead and either say you're done or tell us exactly what you're doing. And you can't just throw a tantrum and get what you want. Figure it out on your own. Either believe and have some type of trust. Know that if you haven't heard something from them, you should calm the F down, right? And I'm just saying, all those meltdowns were for no damn reason.
Agreed.
Unnecessary.
Agreed. So they are going ahead and they are doing this across all devices. But the kicker, the biggest thing that is literally the narrative that's spun up about the handheld that they just announced, and again, we're going to talk about that in a little bit, on its own, but is this idea of, you can't play every Xbox game.
Yep.
You can't play every Xbox game.
Spot on, C.
Oh, I can't. Oh, shut the fuck up, you stupid, dirty bitch. And I feel like I just translated right there what Sarah said in that message.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what Lisa is now saying in this message. It's like, shut the fuck up. Mark Cerny's gonna come out and do another fucking video and be like listen, they don't speak for us. They're stupid. All right.
Some of you have been running around.
It's crazy. So backwards compatibility is now on the table for every device that is going to go ahead and have Xbox in the name.
Yeah.
Every PC, every laptop, every handheld, every cloud device, every console that has that Xbox logo attached to it and is part of their ecosystem will have access to every single game that they own.
That's crazy. And as it should be, by the way, and huge for Game Pass.
It is huge. It's huge. It's a huge thing. And I mean, look, we just saw the showcase, right? And in the showcase, normally Game Pass is the big,
big deal.
Big deal.
Yes.
And it was like, don't get it twisted.
Yes.
A lot of the best shit that you saw there was on Game Pass.
We heard you screaming. We heard you.
I was pumped.
We heard you. We heard you.
But the bigger thing that they were pushing, and that shows you their plan, right? The bigger thing that they were pushing is that everything that they showed is Xbox Play Anywhere.
Yes.
Which means you buy it once and it's available
everywhere.
Every single device you own that has Xbox attached to it. Xbox PC, Xbox everything. That's huge, right? That's the way forward for them. Okay. And think about this.
It's such a big deal because you go ahead, finish your thought.
Well, I was going to say that people worried about Xbox making money. Think about this. They have third-party developers on board to let you buy their game one time and play it everywhere except PlayStation and the Switch. PC, Xbox, cloud, no matter what, you're done. You're good.
It's crazy. They're so worried. Xbox keeps giving and giving and give. They're so worried about how much money Xbox is making. Like, just freaking take, right? Like, what is the concern? They wouldn't be giving and spending if they didn't have the money to go ahead and do that, right? And it's funny because they were like, they have so much money, they shouldn't fire anybody, right? Even if they're not even doing what they're supposed to be doing, no one should be let go because they have so much money. It's just, it's such a contradiction. It's so freaking ridiculous. They just use the narrative in whatever way they need to use it to make it sound a certain way.
It's because they have so little like knowledge on the situation, but they just want to talk and hear their own voice for no reason. Because at the end of the day, literally, Microsoft made all its trillions off the back of, AI and the cloud and stuff definitely had a big part of it. But the main thing that made Microsoft what it was is Windows. And guess what? Windows, outside of their software suite of Office and all that stuff, right? Outside of that, everything else on Windows literally is free to the people who build the product.
Exactly.
Steam lives on Windows. And from what I heard, Microsoft is not hurting for money. Even though they don't get anything from any of those other platforms that exist on Windows.
Yeah, I heard they got deep pockets.
But no. Sony's the one who's doing it right, y'all. Sony is the one who's doing it. So I say y'all.
I like that.
Yeah, I say y'all because I felt like I don't know. I just felt like it was right.
You're feeling yourself.
But Sony's the one who's doing it right. Except they still live on Brokeback Mountain.
I know. Oh, all the way over
all
there.
the way over there.
By themselves.
Alone. It's not even the fun type of Brokeback Mountain for them.
No.
It's a lonely Brokeback Mountain. Lonely. All alone on that Brokeback Mountain.
I mean, a Brokeback Mountain. Is that any fun in any way?
I'm just saying. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I'm trying to, show you guys that at the end of the day, like, the market will tell you who knows what they're doing and who doesn't.
Absolutely. It's just, the whole I love Xbox, but they've crossed the line bull crap. It's just so ridiculous. Like, where it was a situation where it's like, where did they touch you? Like, what happened to you that we're not seeing?
Your legs. I'm sorry, Microsoft. I should have never done you. I'm so sorry. Farrell was on in the building.
I was fabbing. Farrell, what's good, love? Yo, that's our boy right there.
That is
but yeah,
that's a good
that's
time.
pabbing. That's pabbing at its best. But again, you were mentioning how you buy the game once everywhere. You have access to it. You can go ahead and play it. And again, that's also a kick in the throat for the PlayStation ways. And I think those are the walls that they were trying to break, right? Going ahead and we know with Game Pass, put your game in Game Pass and go sell it wherever you want, right? But that was broken walls, right? What does PlayStation like to do? How do they like to go ahead and suppress these developers? But also, if you want the game, you got to buy it everywhere. Even when they go ahead and do an upgrade, how much do you have to pay over at PlayStation? It's such a pain, right? And it's never gets brought up when Xbox does an upgrade and it's like free, right? They have to either point it out, it has to be pointed out somewhere. Like, it's not made into a big deal when you're paying and they're nickel and diming you everywhere else. Again, big deal that you just have access. It's not here. You bought the game and now you're paying an extra $10 to unlock it here or unlock it there. You just have access to what you paid for, the money that you've invested. And it's funny because Sarah did bring this up as well when she was talking about backwards compatibility, and she was, they're working on forward compatibility and everything that you invest your money in. Like, they're protecting your investment. Right? It's not there to die or here buy a new version of this game if you want to go ahead and play it again because, the one you bought already, it's no good on the new consoles, right?
I wonder what the people who own PlayStations who have some old PlayStation 1 games that they would like to play natively on their console feel, where they might want to plug, just slide in a disc and play a game. But they can't.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a good question. Before we go any further with this, I just noticed over here, our motherfucking homie, Dark Angelic, went ahead and gifted 5 All Point for Gamer memberships.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
my brother. Appreciate you, homie, so much for your support, man. That is so awesome.
100%. Thank you, fam.
Y'all know what to do,
tell them, baby.
Put the motherfucking welcome to the family emoji in the chat. Welcome our newest members, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. Let me see who it was. Dun, 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 dun.
Wow. In beats.
You got Mac228 TH54. You got Thatch. You got Michael. You got Music 72. You got Fuzzy Tomato or Tomato.
Thank you. Welcome, you guys.
Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much.
And Dark Angelic, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, my brother. Appreciate you, fam. You are the man. And he's back with a $2 super chat saying,
let's go.
Steam Deck couldn't play every Steam game either. Very true. It's definitely interesting how they hold certain things, certain different
to
standards.
A certain standard. Yep.
But at the end of the day, we know what we're working with. You know what I'm saying? We know what we're working with over here. That's the reality. All right. let's continue on and see what else. But again, obviously the backup hat is the mic drop, right?
Yeah, it's just crazy the things that these people put out there, and the way that you have to keep hearing that and handle it a certain way. Because I can only imagine the conversations behind closed doors about the clownery that takes place in these streets.
Facts. Okay.
Gamers can access their favorite titles across platforms, delivering on a promise to both gamers and developers. Together, we are building a...
You know what, real quick, they brought up developers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, I could tell you right now, like, understand that developers, for the most part, don't make shit after the game is released. Okay.
Exactly.
Unless they're higher up in the company, or it's a small enough company that they have like some revenue share. Mm-hmm. For the most part, the people who are doing the work, they just get paid to do the work. If the game makes bajillions or not, they're not seeing more money than that. They're not doubling their pay or any of that bullshit.
It's just,
right?
you made what you made.
So, I mean, you know, we've been doing it for a little while now. You know, we went to PAX, spoke to a bunch of different, you know, indie developers.
Yeah.
Some bigger ones over there too. And then, you know, just came back from California and went to Summer Games Fest and the Mix, and IGN Live. And in the Mix was another group of, you know, a lot of indies. And then at Summer Games Fest, you had all the big companies, and we got to talk to them all. And even though big company, small company, the individual person who was there, who worked on the game, who's talking to everybody who's willing to listen, all they care about is getting their game in the hands of players.
Yeah.
They don't care where, they don't care who, they don't care the color, the creed, whatever. They don't give a shit. They just want people playing their games and being excited about what they worked on, right? And you know, she says it here. Let me just rewind a little bit so the words on the screen. Delivering on a promise to both gamers and developers, right? And the promise to the developers is that you're going to have more people playing your game than ever before.
Yeah.
And that's going to equal, just like we've seen in Game Pass. Like, let's not get it twisted. We already know that it works for Game Pass. When Game Pass came out and it went ahead and had Outriders? The Square Enix game? Outriders? I'm pretty sure it's called Outriders. That game came out of nowhere. Last second got put in the Game Pass before it came out. Because I guess people weren't pre-ordering that shit. And the game took off.
A last minute move. Yeah.
The game took off, and we heard that even people not in Game Pass were buying the game because of the hype that the Game Pass players had. Yeah. So you get word of mouth, right? And in all businesses, word of mouth is king, right? There's no better advertisement for your product than a friend or a family member. 100%.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I mean, that's how PlayStation sells so many boxes,
facts.
Right?
I mean, that's what it is.
I mean,
it's the truth.
Yeah.
So for developers, their game being, even though they're just getting that one purchase, unlocking their game amongst all the different entry points and touch points that you can get into this Xbox ecosystem, gives you that many more voices out there to spread the word, right? And then from there, you end up with more people buying the game, whether more people buying the Xbox Play Anywhere version of the game, or more people buying it on Steam, or more people buying it on Epic Games Store, or more people buying it on PlayStation, or more people buying it on the Switch too. I mean, this is so desperately needed.
Absolutely.
In gaming today, this industry, guys. I know we've had all these great times, and I'm so happy with it, but we've had some rough times this past year, last year, with the amount of layoffs and and studio closures. Like shit has been really
Because
bad.
see, I think the big problem in why this is so important and why all of these developers want as many players to go ahead and know about their game and spread the word and play and get and be in the engagement is so important because we've we've talked about like how many games are not even seen. There's so many games coming out and it's that opportunity, that window to go ahead and make something and have it be impactful and have it be seen. It's just getting smaller and smaller. And so a lot of games don't get the recognition that maybe they deserve. They don't get seen as they should. And this allows more of an opportunity that somewhere in any of these platforms that are kind of gelled together and still separate, you're gonna be seen. It's a higher opportunity. So it's important what they're doing for the developers because a lot of them have to, like you said, lay people off, right? A lot of them have to close up shop. A lot of them make that one game that they dreamed of making and that's it for them. They have to get back to the real world instead of following that dream of making these games. So
That's right.
it just allows their games, their voice, their projects to be seen and heard and potentially create some type of wave so that their next game can be more impactful or bigger and they can start being recognized. But yeah, I think that there are a lot of games that in through Game Pass we see it a lot that maybe you wouldn't invest in and then you go ahead and you try it out and you're like, hey, hold up, this is not what I thought. This game is pretty freaking good. And then you get into it, you end up playing the whole game, and it's not something that you would have went out and spend your money in. So it's again, it's important to go ahead
Agreed.
and have this take
Agreed.
place.
100%. I think that it's such a big deal, and even
Mhm.
like again, we were at the mix and we put up a few videos from there. You should definitely check them out. These are some of the indies that we got to hang out with and play their games. And like again, like a lot of these games are on PC and on Steam. And again, we bring up that question and they're like, they already know the answer.
Yeah.
Like they know the angle. I don't even have to say it. They're like, but we really want to bring it to console,
Mhm.
right? But like this is our first game. We
I
have
thought
to.
consoles were dead, CMoney.
Yeah, I know.
Why will they want to bring it a console?
But they
Um,
want their game
yeah,
everywhere, right? They want as many people as possible to play their
absolutely.
game, and it's like you see them like they want to. It's like, oh man, we're a small company. Hopefully we can make those
And
connections, right, and do
they've
these
said it.
things
They've said it. Wish listing is so important because of that. That's what allows them to take
to
those
make those
next
connections
steps.
with the
Yes,
right people. The point is that the fact that Xbox is pushing this again, it is for both sides. This is not one-sided. This is for
absolutely.
Xbox, for their gamers to be able to experience as much as possible how they want to experience it. And it does help the industry with developers being able
Tremendously,
to get their games
tremendously.
in more hands and having that just the ability to possibly get that word of mouth is huge for them, right?
Remember Power World? And it was in Game Pass, and the game was freaking. It was awesome.
It would not have done what
it
it
would
done
not
if it
have
was
done
not in
that
Game Pass.
because again, we saw the game and we thought Pokemon's with guns, right? It was so much more than that. And then when players got their hands on it, being able to share videos and pictures and their opinion and hype up the game, right? That they were enjoying and kind of sharing that process, it made more players want to go ahead and get in there. And it's funny because when I remember when it was going to PlayStation and like they were going to get the game, and that's almost from what I know as far as we kind of heard, because they weren't out here with the numbers and how well the game did over there.
They did not
Exactly.
share updated numbers. Maybe now recently they have over time. I have no idea, but it definitely wasn't any time recent after they did it, right?
Exactly.
They only shared it when it was Xbox and PC.
And this also, another point I want to make when it comes to the developers, this also, we see what PlayStation does, you know, developers in need that may not be able to like finish their game and they need help. And in order to get that help, it's like signing a deal with the devil, right? You just shot yourself in the foot and it's like kind of like over for you. You go ahead and you make those deals out of desperation. And this kind of protects that from happening, because a lot of the times, you know, PlayStation may end up with some pocket change, but the developers not so much, right? And it just, I feel like this is another option that these developers can go ahead and try to be a part of, where they won't get screwed.
It's funny you said that, because it was like a while ago, but that guy Thomas Mueller, I believe, he's the one that's working on that game, No Rest for the Wicked.
Yes.
And he's been outspoken about a lot of different things, but he literally put out a whole breakdown on how you can have a successful game and the studio that made it didn't make shit from it. And you know, maybe we'll bring it up when there's a little lack of topic like that's some other time. But
important.
He did a pretty in-depth
I like that.
Of it, like using real world numbers of how things would play out, and it's like shit, you know, it would be a problem. That being said, before we move forward, we got our motherfucking homie Ryuart.
Yo!
With that $2 switch. I appreciate you, my bro.
Thank you for rocking out. Happy to see you, bro.
Says Doodle is back.
Yes, baby.
I'm not saying she carries the show, but I mean,
my boy.
You don't think
my boy?
You think I know?
What's up, Ryuart?
That's my
missed
baby.
you.
When she's not here,
Thank
I feel
you for
lost.
out.
That is just the fact. That's my girl.
My baby.
I see Web Dave in the building.
Web Dave, what's up?
What's up, my brother? Appreciate you. Saying, welcome back to the queen of on-point gaming. Doodle is in the house.
Thank you, love.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Love the image. That's dope. The Lego.
Right? The new profile pic.
And how dope was it that I got to hang out with our boy Web Dave live, that was pretty in person?
Yes.
My dude. Very dope. Chilling with you, brother. Appreciate you.
The homie.
Can't wait to be able to hang out. Maybe hoping next time Doodle could be there too.
Yes.
You got Queen Witch in the building.
What's up, baby?
Back.
Yes.
She is back. That's the truth.
Oh.
That is the truth.
Baby.
I do see we got our homie motherfucking Spartan 661 in the building.
Let's go.
And he has went ahead and gifted 5 on point for gamer members.
Yes,
man. That is the fucking homie right there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother. Very, very kind of you, man. Y'all know what to do.
Tell him, baby.
What the motherfucking welcome to the family emoji in the chat. Welcome our newest members, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all.
Yes.
And I do see that we have, what's that? Full Treff. Got RRJR 1017.
Yes.
You got Mass Hole 1977. You got Curie Cosmos. And you got Keith Hammett.
Welcome, you guys.
Welcome, guys.
Spartan 661. Thank you so much, love. Thank you.
We appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much, man. That's very, very kind of you, homie. Very, very kind of you. All right. Let's continue on with Lisa here.
First. Together, we are building a vibrant open ecosystem that delivers the next generation of graphics and immersive gameplay powered by AI that includes new foundational models to accelerate the state-of-the-art in rendering.
All right. So this is just personal for me.
Yeah.
My excitement, because everybody keeps fucking saying that, oh, we reached peak graphics.
Gosh, you know what's crazy? The entire time that we've been like diving into the video, it's funny because there's so much info here and it's only 1 minute and 26 seconds. And when you break it up, there's just so much being said. Important things that are being said. But all I can think about I remember people saying like, how much better can they get? Like, what are you looking for? And it's like, you got to keep pushing. What are you going to do? Stop asking for better graphics and asking for more in what can be done, right? So that we can end up in a situation where they're making games out of freaking cardboard. Like, you gotta always want more. How much better can they get? Just like TVs get better and everything gets pushed, and you don't think every year Apple finds a way to drop a new phone, right?
Yep, bigger and better.
Exactly. So if you can do that, we want the same thing with gaming to go ahead and take place. We want those better, crisp graphics, right? We want more.
Dope that you said that. That's so dope that you said that, because honestly, we are now literally entering, because of Xbox, a world where it will be just like the iPhone, in the sense that there will always be a new version of it coming out.
Yeah.
That doesn't take away your version that you currently have. But if a new, like, this whole thing is going to be based off of a baseline, right? Like, they're going to be like, listen, it needs to be able to do at least this in this fashion to be able to be considered an Xbox or whatever. But as long as it meets those criteria, everything above and beyond that is just going to be cake. And what's going to happen is that over time, every year that goes by, there are going to be more and more people who are willing to make a new version of the hardware for them, as an OEM or whatever. And you're going to be able to decide whether you feel like it's worth upgrading, it's worth spending more money and buying something new, or just saying, nah, I'm good with what I got. And if you want to be somebody who every year updates to the newest console, because let's be real,
go ahead and do that.
update every single year to the newest iPhone, then you can do that, right? And your experience will just keep getting better. Or if you want to just do every 2 years or every 3 years, like, you'll be able to decide on your own.
Yeah.
When you want to,
when it's time, right? Rather than just kind of waiting and seeing what's next, what's happening. And the freak outs about not another console should come to an end, right? With this new approach. So yeah, it's kind of like you get to determine and kind of guide the ship.
Yeah, because there's some people who upgrade their phone every 2 years, every 3 years, every 5 years. That's gonna really push things forward in a great way, I think.
Agreed.
Choice, right? Choice is king, right? We get to choose what we want to do, which is freaking awesome, right?
Yeah.
But again, just kind of going back to it, but there to accelerate the state of the art in rendering, right? Immersive graphics. There's still pushing, and that's what I want.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I want. That's what I've always loved about, gaming, from all the way back for the original Nintendo and these pixels that you can literally count them and see them, to now where you have some experiences that just look so breathtaking.
Yes, and I think that's a big difference, right? When you've grown up with gaming, right, and you're seeing the evolution and you see how things can continue to move forward and how they've pushed forward, you feel like, okay, don't stop, right? There's no need for it. If technology continues to move, so should you. So this is why it's so disheartening when, the shortcuts are made, or you see big companies have ass in their games, or, you could add some voice acting and you're choosing not to. So it's just wanting to charge $80 for $80 for a game that you made on your old console for the new console. That's embarrassing. That is how you're treating the gamers, and even more so for the gamers to go ahead and say this makes sense. Especially when you're getting value, like you're getting for a Game Pass, and we're getting games like Hellblade 2, right? Indiana Jones, like Avowed. Like, when you see how stunning games can be, it's difficult to settle and pay $80, for a game that's not up to par. When you see freaking the next Grand Theft Auto, it looks insane.
That shit looks amazing. And imagine what the next Red Dead will look like
exactly.
after that, right? And like, this is the thing, right? Because remember, guys, Grand Theft Auto is for this generation. Red Dead will be for the next one.
Yes.
Okay. So don't even. But this is the other thing, right? We're looking at, when you talk about Grand Theft, you're talking about like the pinnacle, right? Like the companies that are willing to spend $1 billion to just blow your mind, right?
Exactly.
But this is the thing. Pushing tech the way it is, pushing for the state-of-the-art rendering and all these engines constantly pushing things forward, it democratizes having good graphics in your game. Because there are indie games that look fucking stunning.
Absolutely.
And they're not spending $1 billion. Like what was that?
I know
the one that we were at the mix. It was on the show Fallen Bloom or Feather.
I thought you were hold on, now I'm blanking out on the.
We're about to put up the gameplay and the interview.
Keep an eye out, guys.
It was something Bloom. It was on Summer Games Fest. I'm pretty sure it was that one. Yeah, it was definitely at Summer Games Fest because then we went that night and played it. Oh man, I wonder if any of you know something Bloom. It was like a scary looking game. Like it's like she's walking in the house and then it's like a loop, but it gets.
I thought you were going to talk about like a game like Expedition 33.
Well, I mean,
absolutely.
Yes, I mean that
stunning.
they are a small team, but they're a small team from like Ubisoft. Like they came over and they had like this big, they had a baseline of knowledge, but like a team like that, man, I feel bad. We're gonna post it up. Something Bloom, Fallen Bloom or Feathered Bloom.
Hold on.
Something Bloom. Man, I forget the name, and I don't have my phone here. But that game looks amazing. Yeah, it had like flowers in it. Yeah, that one. No, not Chronos. But either way, like games of that ilk, like this dude, like this is a small game made by a small dev team, just a few of them, and it's like they're able to make something that looks like really good, right? Like stunning, very lifelike, and on a small budget, right? Like I joked with him and was like, "So how many hundreds of millions of dollars did you spend making this?" He's like, "Oh, nothing," right? And they put it together like in 6 months.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Yeah,
that's
it's
impressive.
like 6 months.
That's impressive.
Either 6 or 5 months, some shit. 4 months it could have been, but I forget. It's on the interview. But Fractured Blooms.
Yep.
Fractured Blooms. I think that's what it's called. Yes. Like stunning, beautiful, made in just a short few months. Why? Because the tech is there for them to be able to do that, right? And the higher the high end gets, the floor keeps rising, right? And makes it easier and easier for people to make amazing looking stuff. Like shit, dude, some things in Roblox are crazy looking.
They are. I mean, the sounds too. They're so realistic.
They do.
But
they do a good job.
I do get what you're saying. Also with AI and like the technology kind of becoming easier to have access to it. It's gonna be easier to reach that goal where are having quality games, beautiful games. If you have the passion and you have maybe the story that you want to put in there, depending on how deep of a game you're trying to make, there's just access to things, and it's just becoming easier to go ahead and hit that bar.
Agreed. And that's what we want, right? That's what we want. We want to be impressed by these people. We want to still be impressed with gaming.
How do you know? Rayur says Doodle took CMoney's phone away. He doesn't have it with him. It's wild that you said that I took it away. He doesn't have his phone with him though.
No, I don't have my phone.
That's funny
because the editor is using it right now.
Yes,
she's not messing around. She got shit. She's not gonna. You think she's gonna wait for this show to be over to get cracking on some stuff? She ain't fucking around. It's my girl, Purple Berry in the building. You know what I'm saying? Funny. She ain't fucking around.
She is so good.
She is so good. She's funny.
Yeah.
All right, let me come over here real quick because we have the homie motherfucking Ryu Art.
Let's go.
Membership.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Thank you so much.
That's
Thank
my
you.
Dude. Thank you, my brother. Y'all
Appreciate
know what
you.
to do.
Tell him, baby. Tell him what the fuck to do.
Motherfucking welcome to the family emoji in the chat. Welcome back, our boy. Right,
yes.
Into our
Thank
membership.
You so
appreciate
much.
you, my brother. Thank you so much, man. Very kind of
Let's
you,
go.
Very kind of you. We got Jonas the Dad in the building with that $2 super chat. Appreciate Jonas. He says, took 4 on panel to keep CMoney on point, but only 1 doodle. Yes. Aww. That's right.
Thank you, love.
That's right. It's the truth. It's the truth. No one outshines Doodle. And then we have the homie Cerberus a lot in the building. Like $2 super chat. I appreciate you, fam.
What's good?
I'm watching this stream on an iPhone 8.
Woo!
Look at that. Look at that. You see?
Thank you for rocking out.
That's and listen, appreciate you, fam.
Wherever you can get it. You know what I mean? It's like you're not always going to, sit on the couch and watch your TV, right? Nice. It's access. And that's what I feel like Xbox has realized, right? If people are on a lunch break, if people are, waiting for their kids to come out of school, if they're parked somewhere, in the car wash, go ahead, get your car wash, play your games. You do have to make it accessible so that they can hop in wherever they can, however they can.
Agreed. 100%. And that's what's beautiful right now. But I mean, look, this is all so reassuring to hear, right? Because again, I heard people say that the next Xbox wasn't gonna push graphics at all. This is already the pinnacle. It's just gonna be this other stuff. It's like, no, everything's getting pushed. Everything is getting pushed. And then combined with AI and the cloud and all that stuff, it's gonna be a whole different beast, bro. We saw the leak from all that time ago. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Oh. Oh, I didn't want to.
You did a build up and everything.
Yeah, it was a build up. It was wild. It was wild. I saw it happening and I was like, I can't sneeze into this mic. Damn, what was I just about to say? Oh, the leak from so long ago.
Yes.
And in the leak, Xbox talked about their new system as doing shit that was never believed to be possible.
Yeah, they've been hinting at this.
They've been telling us from years ago.
Selective. Phil also said, and this was so important to go ahead and they look at PCs and they wonder, why can't our consoles be instead of a brand new box, we can just you change something in it, we sell something that you can just pop it in and upgrade. It's a way to keep the cost low, first of all, and make it facilitated for people. Like, you can go ahead and keep what you have, or here, upgrade. It's convenience, bro. But they've been talking about this. It's just whatever you choose to listen to. That's up to you.
Yep. I mean, if you've been listening to us, you know that we've been on this boat for the entire time.
Yeah.
We knew that they were going to be pushing things forward. Again, the biggest technological leap ever. This is right out of the mouth of Sarabon, right?
And this handheld situation is also not a new thing. Phil was talking about it and he said, they're not necessarily thinking about it yet. And this was quite a while back, but I do see what, I use a lot of handhelds. I do see what should be and what's lacking. And, this is something that they know exactly what from each handheld they would like to have in theirs. And that's why it's so important for, the ROG X, right, to go ahead and for them to kind of step into that space and kind of learn maybe what could be lacking, if anything, that they should incorporate into what they're working on. So this is just like a stepping
stone. We
talked
about it here a long time ago, where I said that it would be smart for them to not wait until their next gen console to show us a handheld. They need to pop their cherry first.
Yep.
Now, we at that time didn't know how that would play out, but it's exactly what I said. They're literally popping their cherry with the ROG Xbox Ally and Ally X. They're already showing like what it's going to be able to do at a baseline, at a starting point. Then by the time next year comes, if everything lines up the way we're hoping and a new console comes out with the handheld that they've been working on, you're talking about now having the evolution of this one, right? The software suite, everything else. What did people like? What did people did not like about it? And then go into their next console with all that learning and
of course, with all that knowledge and a lot more confident, right? Once you kind of know and you hear the feedback, we're not talking to like dead space out there. Obviously, they listen, they know, and they tweak. It's not something where they lay back and say, well, they're not happy with that, but we're moving on. No, they're going to take the feedback, they're going to listen, and they're going to incorporate. That's what we known them to do, right? They do it with the games, they do it with everything. So it's a big deal. And Game Pass, again, to have that, and be able to just have the Xbox handheld, like that's going to be such a big deal to them when it comes to engagement, which is exactly what they're looking for, and potentially a lot more people signing up to Game Pass.
Yeah.
You've been running around the house. How many are we getting? He's been doing the little dance. How many was pre-ordering?
Do you want one? Okay. But do you want one?
That's what he does. He goes, oh, my kid, you want one? You getting one? He's like at a restaurant taking orders. So
Expo's got at least 3 in the bag here so far. Let's see if the little ones want it. We'll see. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. All right. Let's continue on with her.
From console to cloud to handheld, AMD and Microsoft are building the future of immersive gaming.
Let me just maybe I'm AMD and Microsoft.
Yep. Now they're working with PlayStation too, right?
Yeah, they're working with PlayStation, but they said
did they come out here and say something about was PlayStation added at some point in any way? No.
That's a good question.
I don't think so.
That's a good question. I don't think so. It says AMD and Microsoft are building the future of immersive gaming or immersive gaming. AMD and Microsoft.
Yep.
Not AMD, Microsoft, and some other hoes. You know what I'm saying? Not AMD, Microsoft, and the broke bitch.
Yeah. No.
AMD and Microsoft are building the future of immersive gaming.
We are so excited to be working with Microsoft to bring all of this tech to gamers everywhere.
You could see her. You see, I'm so excited.
No, you didn't. No.
I'm so excited. Look at her hand. She literally does it.
Go back. Go back.
Watch. Look at her hand. Watch.
AMD and Microsoft are building the future of immersive gaming.
Ready?
We are so excited to be working with Microsoft to bring all of this tech to gamers everywhere.
So excited.
Yeah, you see that smile. She's pumped.
She's
pumped. Because listen, working, with support has to be a different situation. I can only imagine the leftovers.
AMD.
Yeah. Honestly, it has to be nice. Change of pace.
Of course.
To deal with a company who knows what they want, right? Who knows what they're doing? Because this is the thing.
And who's AMD, challenging them, right?
Yeah, because AMD needs somebody to say, I need this to happen. Like AMD, they're like all these people, AMD, NVIDIA, right? What they are problem solvers.
Exactly.
Right? They make their chips and they make all this stuff to solve problems. Now, typically the problem is how do we get better graphics and more frame rate, right? But they need someone who's going to push things forward and tell them, listen, I need you to be able to make this chip do this because we are going big time. We want this chip to be able to be in every device and have a baseline that works everywhere.
Yeah.
Like this is what they're doing, and they're pushing the boundaries of what gaming is. Everybody else is just
she said roadmap. roadmap, right?
Yeah, this is the future, bro. This is now and into the future. And listen, let's not get it twisted. Remember, back in February of 2024, the biggest technological leap were the words that were done.
Yep.
You don't say that if that's not already happening in front of you. Like, you already know it's happening, right?
Of course.
So that's already
you
been
can't
happening.
Just throw that out there.
And then the leak happened years before that, where we already knew they had the blueprint of what they were going to do and what they were planning. So this shit has been in the works and has been consistent.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed from the leak to now.
Yep.
It's all been consistent. They're pushing the boundaries. Biggest technological leap. Things that people never thought were possible will be possible. This is excitement, right?
Yeah.
This is exciting shit. And I'm sure AMD's fucking pumped to be finally, in this position to do what they want, right? Because what is AMD? AMD makes graphics card that work everywhere. The shit that they make works everywhere. That, obviously it has to be a motherboard that would accept, AMD, but still, that's what they do, right? They put it everywhere, right? They want their shit everywhere. So for them, think about the investment, right? How much am I going to invest with my partner here if all they want to do is do a chip that's going to work on their one box, or versus having a partner that all this work we're doing is not going to just the one box, is going there, it's going in the cloud, it's going on handhelds, it's going on PCs, like it's going everywhere.
Yeah.
That's what you want, right? That's what you want as a manufacturer, right? So listen, this was so dope. Again, we talked about some of this stuff on Tuesday from Sarah's point of view, right? But now we got AMD coming in and going ahead and really moving things forward here by not only co-signing it but kind of extending it forward, right?
Of course.
Putting more emphasis, which is phenomenal.
And it shows they're on the same page. They're working together. They're both. It's a partnership that they're excited to go ahead and have. There's nothing more, odd than one side comes out and then the other one is silent. I think that this goes hand in hand. It's promising to us to have this take place.
Absolutely. I see Sir X-Men in the building. What's up?
Oh
man?
my goodness, Sir X-Men. Let's go. Another day, baby. Another day.
That's right. That's right. I see Dion Hayes. He says she's smiling ear to ear because her check going to look real nice after this goes through. Facts. I see Gogo Pool in the building. What's up, man?
Yo.
Says a gaming OS might be popular enough for multiple devices and sell a boatload from handheld, mobile, tablet, laptop, desktop. I'm telling you, dude, it's gonna be like, this is gonna be huge, man.
Yeah.
And then of course we have our brother Demo Flow.
Yo,
my dude, thank you.
Demo was good.
Thank you for being a member for 15 months.
Let's go.
God
thank
damn,
you so much. Thank
Says,
you.
A lot of gallopers lying is almost as if their narratives have been destroyed. Next gen of Xbox is here. How? Necromancy? Stupid horses. Yo, I feel that.
Almost as if their narrative has been destroyed. It's
destroyed.
Destroyed.
They literally have nothing to say anymore. And it's glorious. It's glorious to watch. I can't get enough of it. That's for sure. All right. Let me take my next chapter.
Get it.
Let's see, which one is this? Oh, okay. So hold on. Let me come over here.
I see you. Whoop whoop kid in the building.
Whoop, whoop.
What's good?
What's up, fam?
Thank you for rocking out.
Hold on. Easier. Oh, that's fucking spelled wrong. That's some good shit.
So, CMoney, you saw Neil pass you by in Cali.
Yeah, that was fucked up. But that shows my professionalism. Even though I stopped to point it out.
Yes.
I didn't stop the recording to go
That's right.
after him to be like, hey, you know, what's up, man? I just kept it moving, you
That's
know?
right. That's right.
It is. It is what it is.
Said my people come first. That's right.
That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Okay. So, man,
what you got, C?
There's a lot of stuff.
Okay, well, you know.
Okay, hold on, let me get there. Hold on.
Thank you, Dark Angelic says Demo Flow Gaming, don't insult horses like that. That's right. Listen, horses, I love horses, and it's like they could have picked anything else. Donkeys, you know, pigs, anything else. Well, damn it.
It's because it rhymes with Sony.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason that they had to drop
such beautiful animals.
The bomb. What is it?
That's wild.
Drop something. All right, they dropped something. Yeah, that's the reality. Hold on, I'm getting there. I had this awesome.
G-Maybe's gonna go with dumbasses instead. It suits them better.
It does suit them.
Yeah,
well, actually, like it lines up pretty well.
So X-Men was good. Becca in the building. What's up, baby? Becca says that handheld looks beautiful. It does. It does.
Doesn't it? It looks so good. Hold on, I'm almost there.
Demo says, my bad, guys. Poor horses. That's right. Those poor horses. They never asked for this. They're like, what the fuck did we do? You know? No one wants to be a pony.
They were taken back. All right, here we go. I just wanted to make sure.
I like clowns too. You know?
You like clowns?
No, I don't like clowns. Like I like clowns. You know,
like
the circus.
Them clowns.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I get that.
Okay. That one works too.
Almost there. Okay, here we go. Boom.
Brainless bitches. Like that one too.
Brainless bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. That does check out as well. 100%.
Yeah.
Brainless bitches works. All right. Let me take my chapter.
Are you gonna take your chapter, C?
Yeah.
Where are we going with this?
Homie, I got you.
Pinches burros. G-Maybe says.
Okay, here.
That's right.
All right. So next chapter. You've already. Hold on. All right, you already heard it. You already see it on the screen. Okay, I did this strategically.
Oh wow!
Stopped it right here.
Look at you, see. Thank you.
Because we're going to be talking about that ROG, Xbox, Ally, and Ally X, and that announcement rocked the world. Okay, if you were live in the building with us at the community showcase watch party, goddamn, was the energy crazy, hyped. It was so dope. And you know, Clobro put up a post that said the Xbox Ally X was the trailer, is the most watched trailer from the showcase, right? So like that is the thing that has everyone so fucking pumped, right? So enter Clobro here. He put up a nice little summary, and the what we're going to be talking about is the tears and pain that are felt by the ponies.
Okay.
Because of certain things you're going to read here and certain things we're going to talk about. It's going to be a good time, but they're really sad and upset because they said, what is Xbox getting from PlayStation to justify their games being put on PlayStation? And Xbox said, oh, you didn't know. See, we're putting our games on PlayStation to milk y'all and to take y'all money, but we're gonna take PlayStation's games.
Yo, this is
and
so
put them on
freaking
our handheld
badass.
Because we could.
Yo.
They ain't shit that PlayStation gonna do.
And then slap a hoe.
And then slap a hoe.
Yeah, you got it. You got to finish with the slap.
You got to finish with the slap. So let's read the summary over here, and then let's read some more stuff that's going to be Halazball. So ROG Xbox Ally quick summary from Clobro says it's Xbox PC, customized Windows 11 for gaming, direct full screen Xbox experience, full controller navigation, and more. Aggregated PC gaming library, giving quick access to games from Xbox Game Pass or PC Game Pass, whatever it is, Battle.net, Steam, and more. Includes PlayStation games on Steam. Seamless integration of play right there. That, by the way, that moment when I just read that includes PlayStation games on Steam. Right there, they heard it like 45 more times in slow motion, like includes PlayStation games on Steam. Like they're so emotionally fucked up by this, is wild, right?
Oh my gosh, weren't they celebrating having Xbox games?
Oh yeah, they thought they were running shit,
but
they didn't realize
that was voluntarily done.
They were like, give me
getting
that money.
Give me your money, yo.
This was
run it,
taken.
bitch.
This was taken from them. Their whole argument.
Me likey.
They
got stripped down.
Phil said, "Oh, you thought we were gonna worry about whether PlayStation wanted to put their games on Xbox?
We don't care what you want. We don't care what you want.
Took that shit.
Hell yeah, run it, bitch. Man. These are our games now, right?
And I don't even care about them, but it's so fun.
It's just
to see them
it's
squirm
amazing.
And cry. You're gonna see one. He's recorded. It's real funny. And then continuing seamless integration of Play Anywhere and Xbox Game Pass, both native Play and cloud Play. Dedicated Xbox button opens and enhanced game bar. Every device ships with Xbox Game Pass. 2 options: value ROG Xbox Ally or the enthusiast ROG Xbox Ally X, and it's coming this year. Holiday 2025. How do I not follow? That's crazy talk. Yes, coming this year. So obviously this is an Xbox. Look at that. Beautiful display. The handheld, the layout is in the correct position for an Xbox. Look at those huge front facing speakers.
Yep.
It's going to be glorious. He has some other pictures here. Obviously, the Ally X is going to be the beast. That's one that we're going to have to get. Who the fuck's going to want to buy the base? Well, not who the fuck. I mean, obviously, it's going to be cheaper. So I think this one will probably sell.
And also, pre-orders are going to kick in. We'll see how that plays out. Some people may end up having to get what they get, right?
Bro, I would be so mad. I would stop it. Don't even put that shit out there.
Like you got to do it live. See, you got to do it live.
We'll see. Maybe we'll do it live all together as
throw a tantrum and a half.
We'll get ready to go ahead and pre-order it. Obviously, the big announcement: Hollow Knight Silk Song will be dropping the same day as the new handheld. They're treating it as a console launch. It's crazy because it is in fact their handheld console. It's phenomenal. And again, the layout is really well done. Look at that, nice quick access to your games. And then same way, this new bar works really, really well. I have the update on my existing ROG Ally.
Okay.
I don't have the Ally X. I have the original ROG Ally, and it's actually really well done. All this stuff works so seamlessly. So it's gonna work great. I'm have no doubt about it. The only difference is this is gonna load right into it, where the other ones, my current one does not.
Yeah.
And then Jez wrote some stuff. I clipped some of the I saved some of the stuff that some takes that I liked. This guy JB, he wrote the Xbox Ally has Sony fans rattled, and for good reason. It shows Microsoft's vision, a console-like device with PC flexibility that runs Xbox, PC, and even PlayStation games. Damn.
Yikes.
I know it hurts them every time.
It resonates deep. Like it just
it
lives there.
Think about the narrative real quick that they try to say, well, why would I buy an Xbox if I can buy PlayStation games and Xbox games on the console. Well, I don't know. Maybe to own the console that allows me to buy Xbox games, PlayStation games, and PC only games.
And I mean, when you have the choice, would you go? Oh,
wow. Oh my God. That sounds
I'm dying.
great. That sounds amazing. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what are they gonna say now?
Oh my God.
Where would I buy an Xbox
Xbox lost though for putting their games.
when I can buy a PlayStation that only plays PlayStation games and Xbox games?
You know, the crazy shit is that Xbox releases so many freaking games that even if you guys get 10 a year, right? And you're like, oh, look at what we got. You got to pay full price for that shit. Over here, there's Game Pass, right? And you know that PlayStation's struggling to drop that one game a year. So I'm just saying that much money's going to be spent for those that do want those PlayStation games over at over here on Xbox. But I mean, I thought, you know, Xbox having their games on PlayStation meant that they were done. It was over. So I'm just excited to hear what they feel about these games being taken from their platform, being stolen, like stolen art or music. It was just ripped out their hands. Man,
it's glorious.
It's amazing.
It's glorious. All right, let me
It's
continue.
amazing.
Says, no wonder loyalists are uneasy, but breaking down walled gardens isn't a threat, it's inevitable.
That's wild. I'm just saying, isn't it so much better than like Hiroki saying we're gonna put this game on other platforms, on Xbox? This is amazing.
I love that
you guys are understanding that they just ripped off grabbed them their pants and grabbed them by their fucking undies, and they're like, "Give me your shit."
Just shaking them from the ankles.
Shit, mother. Yo,
that's
wild.
Oh,
they just ran. They took it and ran.
So I saw this too. So this dude, Wooly Gamer, I don't know who this is, right? So he says they're literally embracing a PC handheld device that can't play Xbox games as an Xbox because they slapped an Xbox logo on it. You think his like nutsack shriveled up and went inside him when he saw
it's on his throat.
Sarabon announced that all games are going to be backwards compatible. Do you think that cut him deep?
I think
that cut him deep. What's that thing that you get when you can't have kids no more?
When you what?
What's that
procedure? Oh, yes.
Yeah. I feel like that's
what happened.
I think that's what happened to him immediately. He's like, I can't reproduce after this statement. You know what I'm saying? Like, I came out here looking stupid with this. I can't talk like that. So yes, that was funny. So Kiss Move, he wrote a little something here. Ironically, when the This Is an Xbox ad came out, PlayStation fans photoshopped PS5s into This Is an Xbox. And since PS5, we're now getting Xbox games. However, a handheld PC modeled after an Xbox, partnered and funded by Xbox, that runs Xbox Game Pass and Xbox Play Anywhere titles and boots from Xbox app is not an Xbox.
Make it make sense.
You can't, and they're so embarrassed by it because these are things that happened like before the Sarabon and Lisa,
their statements.
So this is it's just funny looking back to see it. Now look at this. J-Rock put this one.
Not like this.
Not like this. You ready?
Go ahead.
Who cares? The handheld will play PS games through the Steam Game Over. Nah, bro. Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Not happening. Not happening.
No.
You honestly think you're going to be able to play PlayStation games through the Xbox handheld?
Yep.
Not happening. Not happening.
Wow.
Not happening.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
It's called the Xbox ROG Ally X. It has Steam installed, and yes, just to be sure, I was able to access my library and install Marvel's Spider-Man, specifically Miles Morales. The full quote I was given was, within the Xbox full screen experience, players will see your aggregated gaming library, giving you quick access to games from Xbox, Game Pass, Battle.net, and other leading Windows PC storefronts. Yes, that did include Steam on the unit I played.
Oh my gosh. This is wild.
I like this. Damn.
That's wild.
I'm just saying, when you go back over here and you just look at it.
They'll play PS games through the Steam Game Over.
Like how,
bro?
How sure he was.
Nope.
Not
Happening.
Nope.
Not happening.
Nope.
You honestly think you're going to be able to play PlayStation games through the Xbox handheld?
Oui. Yes.
Was he right or was he wrong? I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't know. It can go either way.
Like, I'm not sure if he is legit right. But goddamn, what a fucking beautiful statement to get.
Be nice was good.
Be nice to the building, my dude. Thank you, my brother, for being here.
Thank you, love.
Says ponies think this is about them. No food. This ain't about y'all. This is about Xbox giving gamers options.
Exactly.
Oh, we get your games too, pendejos.
Oh,
that's right. So
let's go.
Look, obviously they release one every fucking 54 years, but if they do happen to release something that tickles your fancies a little bit, you don't gotta go run and buy a PlayStation. Nah, you just wait till it comes out on PC.
Now, how much sense does it make now, right? To take, that little bag from PlayStation to and make any type of deals. You want to break that down for me, C? Because
facts, because like Stellar Blade is on Steam now.
It is.
Which means it's on my ROG Xbox Ally X. Interesting. Oh, man. What a time to be alive.
That's right? Wild. That's wild. Again, not because of the quality of games, not because of anything other than this is hilarious. This is amazing. The fact that they said, let them sit on us putting our games over there. No worries. Yeah, I don't even know. I can't even imagine the not being able to talk about this yet and knowing what was coming, knowing that they went ahead and found a way around in having the PlayStation games without anyone else having a choice. That's what I'm talking about.
So just to be clear, Steven Totillo put out an article.
Go ahead.
About his experience playing it, and Hazard Gaming put this tweet out saying PlayStation first-party games will appear on Xbox Asus handheld hardware, says Microsoft. Because these handhelds run Windows, you have access to all the games you can play on Windows PC. Microsoft rep made another statement. The Xbox full screen experience will come first to Ally and Ally X, and we will update the in-market ROG Ally and Ally X. Ooh, similar full screen Xbox experience will be rolling out to other Windows handhelds beginning next year. So if you have that MSI Claw or the Lenovo Go and you're feeling those better than these, they're going to retroactively turn your handheld PC into an Xbox. So basically, we technically already have one.
Yeah.
We just got to wait for it to drop. Something smells delicious.
Sorry, I was looking at some pictures in our Discord that were put up.
I don't want to see it.
Oh, no.
I feel like there's only one way it can go, and I don't want to.
There is only one way it can go.
Nobody puts pictures in the Discord unless it has something disrespectful to do with me. Okay? That's the reality.
You did this to yourself, see.
I didn't do anything.
This one, shout out to Big Miss.
Big Miss.
Yes.
Dude, let me see. How bad is it? I'll see.
I mean,
I'll check right now. Let me see. Oh, okay. So this is just a
recap.
It's just a recap.
It's just, framed out.
Yeah.
So hits different.
I see that. I see that.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Like only
Why gotta be like that? See, the thing is that it was fine until you said it like that. Because then it makes it bad. He just captured some moments in the action, right? See that? That was my oops. What took place?
Oh,
You know
yes.
what I'm saying?
I mean, what a moment
you
to
see
capture.
that? There you go. Oops, that cut you deep, PlayStation.
Yep.
You got that full penetration.
Oh.
And then
oops. Don't tell anybody.
Don't let anybody know.
Don't tell anybody. These ponies don't know.
Oh no. That one hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the way. That is the story of multiple pictures. Okay. So Big Maze, that wasn't bad.
Oh my god.
That was good. That's funny.
Yes, right. You are. He says, phone wallpaper material for sure. I'm about to change my
Listen, to each
my
their
background.
own. You know what I'm saying? To each their own.
Oh my god.
Where am I? Okay, let me go back to where I was. Beautiful. Okay. So.
Oh my gosh. Incoming.
Oh my god. God damn it. You got zesty money, yas. That's $2. Eat it, pony, snap, yas. That's fucked up. See, why you gotta take it to a different place? Why you gotta take it to a different place?
Zesty money, yas.
Yas, queen. That's fucking wild.
You're adding shit now, see?
Well, because I'm still making fun of the ponies, bro. It don't stop. It don't stop. All right.
Oh
it don't stop. Oh, jeez. That's amazing. That's fucking amazing.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So Steven Totillo on his Game File post was pretty blunt with them and said, when I asked Microsoft if that means that PlayStation's recent God of War games, which have been released on PC, could run on these new Xbox branded devices, a device with a big Xbox button and logo on it, a rep replied, because these handhelds run Windows, you have access to all the games you can play on Windows PC.
Listen, honestly, I know the gallopers are not taking this well, but PlayStation has lost a lot of freaking money, right? And if, these God of War games or the Spider-Man games can possibly make them a little more extra cash, then I feel like this is something that Hiroki can send a thank you note for. Right? I understand you feel violated, you feel like something's been taken from you, but I feel like this is a lifeline. Considering their losses with Concord, Marathon, all those canceled games, and the things that you guys aren't out there buying. So if some of these games get scooped up here and there, it's just a little more extra cash for them.
Facts. Agreed 100%. I'm just laughing.
Hiroki can stop going through the couch looking for change.
Let's go off, queen.
Yes, baby. Yes.
Oh, fucking ponies. Oh, so good. Zesty said, I miss y'all guys.
Missed
We're
you,
back,
baby.
We back.
Yes.
Our homie Service a lot in the building with that $5 super chat. I appreciate the fact.
A lot. Thank you.
Xbox has been playing on Sony's turf this whole time.
Yes.
Xbox has been sitting on a gold mine. Windows is the power play.
Absolutely.
Sony just got the rug pulled from them. This is the truth. This is the truth. Goddamn. It's so dope. It's so dope. I love it. I'm so glad we weren't any of these losers who like left or claimed to lead Xbox.
Wait, so many sold their Xbox.
They all sold their Xbox. They sold everything.
Why, Steve? Remind me, why did they sell it? Because what was the point, right?
Because they didn't need it. They could just buy all their games on PlayStation.
Yeah. Yeah, joke's on you, clown.
That's hilarious.
That's wild.
And now they're gonna come back.
You sold your Xbox for a fraction of the money, and what are you gonna do now?
Look, watch it. Look, this is what you're gonna watch. This is what I want you to look out for, right? It's gonna be funny, and it's not a bad thing. Okay, it's okay that they're doing it, but you'll know that they know that you know that they know that you know what they did, right? So they're gonna come back, and they're gonna come back with a strong, positive Xbox message.
Oh, for sure. So
they're gonna be like, "We're back, bitches. And we're all about Xbox now. No doubts, no doubts. Okay, no doubts. All right, that's what they'll do." Because
that's crazy.
All the bullshit doubting that they did blew up in their face because they thought PlayStation was gone. See, it's funny. People act real funny when they think that a certain thing is dead and gone.
Yeah.
Right? They go and they jump on the bandwagon, talking shit about it, saying that it's trash or it's not going to do anything or whatever.
It's easy to try to gang up, right?
But then as soon as the thing is no longer looking like it's dead and gone.
Yep.
And in fact, it's not only here to stay, but stronger than ever. All of a sudden, you want to get back on the team, right? Yeah. Oh man, we were just joking. High five! High five! We never left Xbox. Shake hands, Xbox.
This is where it's at, right?
We never left, even though we left, or even though we talked shit, even though we were trying to help kill you because we were continuing on and giving in to more and more. You didn't leave. You didn't fail. You didn't shut down. You stood and you fucking rose to come back. And now everybody's like, wow.
We love Xbox.
Is amazing. Mm-hmm. They're giving us choice.
What does PlayStation have? Now they're called choices. See, before there were bad decisions.
Wow. It's hilarious. You got Ryor with that too. It says, which will CMoney get first? 5090, ROG, Xbox, or next Xbox? Well, the 5090 just recently seem to have become available. The problem is that the only ones that are available are not the $2,000 5090s. No. It's the $3,000 5090. And I don't think I could justify paying $1,000 more. Excuse me.
But we didn't see it. They supposedly they were available now.
They're online.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me. But I just can't look at that and be like, yeah, it makes sense to spend $3,000 when it costs $2,000. You know what I'm saying? And then the ROG Xbox, that's money. So that's happening this year for sure. It's just how many we're going to get is the question. And then next Xbox, I mean, for sure. And the next handheld. Bro, the problem I'm going to have is that every time they release another one with an Xbox logo on it, I'm like, well, probably means I should get one, right? I think so. Oh my God.
Okay. All right. So we have Dark Angelic here. And he wants to let you know that the 5090 is not worth the upgrade over the 4090.
Not at 3K.
Yeah.
I can tell you that much. No, I want DLSS 4, and right now that's the only place you can get it. And I love DLS. That shit works amazingly. So I want to be able to pump my games to stupid high refresh rates.
And we all know he can't see.
I need it.
He needs it.
I need it.
He needs
I
it.
need it to be as sharp as possible.
Yeah. You do need new glasses though.
I do.
It's time.
One of the things I noticed here that really hasn't been talked about, but what the fuck? I just snapped my own glasses off my face. You saw that? So he says here, I think you will see the best performance, battery life, and price in that kind of 15 to 20 watt range of any handheld in the market. A Microsoft head of gaming devices, Rowan Sohn, said during the meeting at Activision's office, speaking specifically of the lower end Xbox Ally.
Oh.
So does that mean they're aiming to hit like $399 or $300?
I mean, that would be crazy.
That would be real,
but
wild.
Not cutting corners as you're seeing.
Well,
right?
You're saying
best performance, battery life
level,
yes,
is going to be the best lower end handheld that you can get.
Yeah,
which is wild. That's pretty bold to say, and I really don't know why that hasn't. I think that's the first time I've ever heard this.
Yeah, so
why has this not been picked up?
Yep, because
it seems like they don't want to circulate the good news.
Yep.
Interesting, huh? Wow. Okay. He continues, while I was unsure exactly which devices she was comparing the Ally to, my understanding is that Microsoft believes gamers would find the Xbox Ally performance in line with that of Steam Deck, and perhaps comparable to Switch 2 for that matter. Xbox Ally X is expected to be significantly beyond that. Yo, if the Xbox Ally is the power of a Switch 2, that would be fucking crazy. The Ally X we know is going to destroy it, but wow, that would be really insane. That is a dope ass like quote.
It is, and something that should be out there everywhere.
That's really wild. I mean, he had a pretty nice write up about it. I don't want to go too deep into it, but I'll probably read through this later. I haven't read through it, but it seems like he puts this pretty good, because that's literally the first time I've ever heard that statement. So, but yeah, let me go back.
He's also said that like he's still unsure exactly which one they were referring to. Exactly.
Yeah, he doesn't know what they're compared to, but when you say better than any,
yes,
on that in that kind of power range, then I think that's what you get. Oh, and then look at this. I thought this was funny, that not funny like, oh my god, haha, but like the fact that they're announcing it. So David Baszucki, founder and CEO of Roblox, says Roblox is partnering with Xbox for the launch of ROG Xbox Ally and ROG Xbox Ally X. That means you gotta get the little ones.
Yeah. Oh my god.
You get one. You get one. Maybe them will get the regular Ally. If they can sit there and play Roblox on their handheld.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Like easy, like not like bullshit, or not like on the stupid Switch. That would be dope.
This is okay. So this is a big deal for Roblox to be partnering with Xbox for the launch of the ROG Xbox, because Roblox is freaking huge. That's a big deal. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So he says Roblox is partnering with Xbox for the launch of ROG Ally and ROG Ally X, the Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X. We will be playable natively on day one. With our universal app design, developers will be able to publish to these amazing devices seamlessly. That's pretty dope.
That's a big deal, man. Look at what you just said, right? You just talked about, okay, so our little ones, right? They love the game, and it's like that's all it takes, right? That's all it takes.
Yep. That's all it takes. Have that and then Minecraft on there.
Mm-hmm.
Which our little ones are super into Minecraft, thanks to the movie.
Exactly.
So, just saying, here's yours. Here's yours. It could be good. Game Informer says we play the ROG Ally. Discover you can launch Steam games directly from the Xbox Game Bar. Again, this is all just going to work. And then you have ROG coming out here. The wait is over. ROG Xbox Ally Series is here. Series. There's going to be the Ally Series X, the Ally Series S. That'll be wild.
Apparently. That was so
now
dope.
This is the one thing that they had me. I was going back and forth in my mind. I'm like, hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Check this out. It says the USB 4 port on the ROG Xbox Ally X will support the new 2025 XG Mobile.
Ooh.
You can add the power of up to NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5090 laptop GPU, which is a little weaker than the big boy, but still better than most things, for maximum performance. So technically, I could set up somewhere a spot where I dock this beast, and it turns into a bigger beast on the 5090.
That's pretty
so
dope.
It's not limited to just being
a handheld. That's sick.
That's a monitor, have that 5090 thing attached to it, and just take my ROG Xbox Ally X, attach it to that bitch, and bada boom, I got myself a PC right there.
I mean, it's like the Switch, but you're docking into a freaking beast.
And it's not trash.
That's wild. That's a big deal. I think that's gonna mean more than, it's funny, you hear all these things kind of like doesn't hit until it hits. We were talking previously and we were talking about the next console, and going from device to device seamlessly, that's going to be, unless you're a part of like the ecosystem, as great as it sounds, right? It's going to be like quick resume to explain to people, where like if they stay out of it, they don't necessarily understand what a freaking benefit that really is. So this is, I feel like, it's one of those things.
So what you're saying, it makes more sense for me to get,
oh my gosh, no translating seat,
an extra 50, like to, instead of getting a 5090, it's better just to get this and have my Xbox experience taken to the next level rather than just a regular PC experience. Guys, you all heard that? You all heard it. Okay. So I think we're all on the same page. Thank you so much. Appreciate
You're welcome.
Your support. Thank you so much. Obviously, Jason Ronald, in your hands this holiday. Let's go. The Xbox Ally King, PlayStation PC games, Xbox handheld. Yeah, this was when Tom Warren said the handheld had been canceled, and obviously that was a lie. Yeah, Paris out here getting hands on. Overall, this was see right here, top 15 trailers, ROG Ally. Come on, man. Oh, okay. This was another one that
let's go.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch this.
Okay.
But I figured I would watch it live with you here.
Let's go.
Tell me how the Xbox 360 is trending, by the way. Look at the side over here. See, it says trending.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Xbox 360 is trending. That's crazy. All right, let's hear what this dude has to say.
Nico back here, right? Xbox playing 5D chess. What 5D chess are they doing? This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. What 5D chess are they doing? You can grab a ROG Ally and do everything that this ROG Ally X is going to do. Go out right now and purchase a ROG Ally. Go do so right now. If you want what the ROG Ally is going to offer with the ROG Ally X, minus the dedicated Xbox button,
So I could do everything.
Everything.
Except the new Xbox stuff.
Yeah. Man. Okay.
Man, I gotta be honest with you. I don't think I've ever heard his voice. I'm good. I'm good. This is something different. This is Japan Hate Xbox crying about the Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 16.
No.
I know this doesn't have anything to do with the handheld, but I feel like we
gotta watch it together.
Just put it together. So
I don't think you realize how emotionally invested some of your fans are. I was 4 years old when I played the first Final Fantasy on the NES Famicom, and now you have committed public Sudoku in my mind because you've just disgraced yourself and all of your families and everyone who's ever worked for Square and the great legacy there. You've basically been huge sellouts to a Microsoft American company, and I think the Japanese publicists would be very interested to know that you're selling out to America and not making any good games anymore. Maybe you're a little scared of American ingenuity, but you should still just shut the fuck up and make good games instead of faggot games for a faggot American system. And I don't think you shouldn't fuck with the desire and the passion of the fans, because we're what made you and we can break you. And I don't think you realize how
it seems like he went further than that.
What?
Wow.
Yo, the hate is real. What?
Wow.
We will destroy you, he said.
Wow.
That's crazy. Listen, some people need to chill the fuck out and get a freaking life. That's crazy.
That's real wild.
That's
real
wild. That's wild.
Yo, that's crazy. Look at Fillmore Pockets thought exactly what I was thinking in my head. What's on his walls that he has to point the camera at the ceiling? Facts, yo. Big facts.
Oh my gosh. I mean,
or what happens when you see his face in the light? And not in the shadow.
Right. It was better before we saw this.
Oh
but
my God.
This is the thing. It's funny because we just talk about how tormented they must be over everything that's taking place. And then you hear this and you're like, wow, it's worse than we thought. Like, I didn't think the levels of crazy were this high. Upset and not supporting a company because they're putting some games on another platform. Like, what?
That's real crazy.
Feeling betrayed? What?
That's real crazy. That's like psychopaths.
That's yeah.
Holy shit.
Wow.
That's some. I don't even know what's happening.
It does explain, though, like, it's different to hear it, like, to hear that hatred for Xbox and, just like the country where it's made, and like it's wild to hear that coming out of someone's mouth, right? Because that there's a lot of things out there, but just hearing it like that, that's pretty insane.
Yeah, it's real crazy.
It's not like saying this is not a decision you should have made. I think it's dumb or stupid, and then just like this is a whole other level of shit.
It really is. But this is not our first time, right? We saw the 40-year-old virgins who were doing the free Stellar Blade videos.
Yes. We did see, oh my gosh, that was something else too. Like, I don't know if you guys remember us going through some of these videos. It's like, why, guys? Like, people with like jobs and things that they have, you would think though that they have outside of like posting these messages, and it's like, well, maybe they don't though.
Agreed.
They look pretty crazy. Like, they don't go outside and shit.
Yeah, this video can literally be applied to any of these situations.
Yeah.
Whether it's the handheld playing PlayStation games. Look at Ren bringing up a good point.
Ren was
we
good.
talked about it earlier, but says Sarabon definitely hurt Xbox feelings this week, confirming the next Xbox console can play PlayStation games too, not just the ROG. Yeah, that's why you don't see the clips from them, right? They're fucking in hiding right now. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to say. It's really a scary place for them right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just don't know what's coming and how it's going to be handled. So yeah, that's where they are. The homie Torino Johnson in the building. Thank you for being here. Says, did you see Marlon the next day retracting his statement he made denying it, but had to tell his viewers that it will, and Sony's not going to block it? LOL. He was praising Xbox today. I told you, man. These people are all gonna bend the knee, man. It's crazy.
One by one.
Yep. He says Marlon went on a rant telling Sony that they were failing PlayStation players and the industry. He really praised Xbox a lot today. He said he's sick of being silent and coping for PlayStation.
And you should have been sick of this long ago, right? PlayStation has been failing you for quite a while now. It's wild that it takes Xbox, doing what they're doing and, kind of like taking your games from you for you to be able to see that. The console numbers is what's left, and it's like those consoles are being put to work by Phil. What do you got?
Yo, that's true. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Yeah, this is a fantastic time right now. I love it. Maurice Branch lets everybody know it's bend the knee or get on their knees. Oh shit.
Get it.
Look, it is what it is, but
either way. Whatever. We'll take it.
That was amazing.
This was something I was not expecting, this whole bag of crazy. But listen, it's out there.
Yes, it is. All right. Last topic. This is also gonna be a fun one. They're all fun ones.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? They're all fun ones. Go here.
I feel like we need like Sir X-Men to like sing us a song while you're shifting from topic to topic, right?
I think we want people to stay.
Oh, okay.
I think we want people to stay. So as much as we love Sir X-Men,
those songs are entertaining, see?
I mean, sure. Sure, but I'm gonna say that maybe not. Let's not, but say we did.
Okay, all right.
You know what I'm saying? I think that works. All right, here we are. Okay, so I have it ready. Let me get the chapter ready. Go here, take my chapter.
The Buster's demanding the rest of his time. Where's our 5-hour stream? You still got 2 hours, CMoney.
Listen. We got to keep you wanting more.
Wow.
All right?
Wow.
What?
Wow, see the slander. Our
Sir X-Men
from your boy Cage.
CMoney?
Cage.
With all these amazing fucking
wow
tracks that I be laying down for you guys. Yo, man.
Get it, see. Let him reconsider. Woo!
Chill, man. You don't want that smoke.
Seriously, you don't want that.
Okay?
You don't
want that smoke.
They do want it, but
they do want
you know what I'm saying?
Don't want it. You know
wow, you didn't see that coming, Cage, huh?
Ready. You're welcome.
Way to shut him up.
You're lucky I didn't take away. I gave because I'm a giver.
You're a giver, baby.
You know what I'm saying? I could have taken it away, but I gave.
You gave.
Okay. God damn it. All right.
That's wild.
Next chapter.
Grail.
Next chapter. So we talked about it earlier, but there was in fact a PlayStation.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Executive Roundtable. That's right. They went there and they sat down and they all spoke to each other. Very reminiscent of the February Xbox event where there were some executives, except they only talked about amazing things that led to where we are today.
Yeah.
Whereas this this other thing was not very good for the people who are, you know, the console warriors for PlayStation for sure.
Okay, let's hear it.
And it's because these people just don't know anything that they're reading. So there a bunch of different places ran with a bunch of different things. So we'll just go through some of the comments that were made. I originally thought of doing like a whole thing where we like watched it all and then kind of broke it down. But it's all right.
Herman was there too.
Oh, Herman was there. We're gonna see some pictures. I mean, some video of him too. They have clips. We'll
this
get
may be fun.
So
to watch, but let's go.
So all right. So Charlie Intel puts PlayStation CEO comments on Xbox's new multi-platform strategy and says they remain committed to our current strategy of console exclusives for PlayStation 5.
How?
We are confident
to that?
and committed to our current strategy, and there isn't an urgent need for us to pivot. Translation.
They already took our shit.
What I told everybody before, what was going to happen. PlayStation doesn't need to go ahead and say, oh, we're going to put our games for Xbox. Why? Because Xbox players are going to have access to PlayStation games.
Absolutely.
So they don't have to say, oh, we're doing this big pivot, because that'll make them look like they're bending the knee. Where
of
what
course,
they're doing is they're putting their blinders on.
They don't know. They're like, we're not telling nobody we're getting robbed.
I don't know that you can play our games on the next Xbox and the next handheld. I can't see
they
that.
Took
I
all of our
see
bitches, but we don't know.
Put it on there.
No comment.
But it's on there.
But
right?
you know, listen, Phil was like, Hiroki too brokey, as our boy Ryuar says. Hiroki too brokey to port these games. Let's help him out.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
Come on. You know what's happening. They've known before this was announced. They've known that they're getting robbed.
Agreed.
You don't have to do a thing anymore.
100%. That's why they did it. They don't have to lose face. They have the dumbass supporters that don't know anything, right? And they're just sitting there, and these YouTubers and all these people are like, oh, you see?
They didn't.
You see?
They didn't do it.
It's like, fam, there are no games in your future that anybody cares about or wants. And all the games in your past are on PC.
Mm-hmm.
Even further, let's drop this little nugget of shit on them.
I love dropping nuggets of shit on the ponies. Go.
Technically, it's going to be possible on this handheld.
Yes.
To actually play PlayStation 1.
Oh, don't you dare.
3.
Don't say that to them. See, don't say that.
Games.
I feel like they need a gap. You got to give them a break to catch their breath.
These fucking PlayStation 5 owners can't even do that shit.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Oh.
What a day.
Man.
What a day.
These poor ponies can't catch a break. They're getting beat
so
left
good.
and right.
It's so good.
Oh.
It's so good. Let me get hold on. Wait, where am I? Okay, look at my boy Dark Angelic in the building.
Angelic was good.
Fab says,
thank you, love.
There isn't an urgent need for us to pivot. Quote, Captain of the Titanic. Oh shit.
Oh.
Hashtag famous last words. Wow.
And the ponies playing the violin on the way down. One more song, baby. One more song.
console sales.
With the straw
With the
trying to breathe
console
in
sales.
playing
Oh my
this shit.
god. Oh my god.
Oh man.
That's glorious. That's glorious.
These
Dark Angelic.
Galibers.
Thank you for that.
Thank you for that, Dark Angelic.
Thank you for that one. That's beautiful.
That was amazing.
That's beautiful. I love that.
Oh,
love it. Love it. Love it.
Man.
All right. Let's continue on. So we have we have this one that says PlayStation 6 is top of what the fuck just happened? You saw that? Marathon just tried to.
I looked down. Marathon's trying to stay
stream.
alive. Can you blame it?
Shit, did you see that? I didn't even tap that shit. You saw that?
Marathon's fucking Jack trying to stay on that door. Rose is like, get the fuck off me, bitch. You got drowned today. Yeah, Marathon's done. Go get it. Tell me.
So,
PlayStation 6.
So PlayStation 6 is now on the top of their mind.
Okay, of their priorities right now. Okay,
their priority now
that
they just released the PlayStation 5 Pro.
Yeah,
fuck that console. Okay, just came out.
Don't matter.
Fuck that console.
No more pissing.
Okay. We're on
to the next
bigger and better things.
This is why they do, though. They abandon everything. Time to move on. They made what they made, and it's cut our losses and move on to the next. And obvious. Listen, I think you're not far off when you say just slap on the logo on it, right? That's a possibility.
Yep.
We're joking about it, but
it's true. I mean, Hargi had said it, and it's like, it sounded wild, but then it's like,
possible.
Maybe. Joey's put out a tweet that says Sony announces possible price increase for PlayStation Plus, and then Xbox leakers are reporting Game Pass price increases coming soon. All of a sudden, it's like PlayStation price going up. Well, that must mean the Xbox price going up. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So Hasbro Gaming. First of all, PlayStation Plus has nothing on Game Pass. If this shit goes up, it's literally a waste of life. So it says SIE CEO says PlayStation Plus prices will continue to change as subscribers continue to opt for higher tiers despite price hikes. Vast majority of its revenue now comes from subscriptions and microtransactions.
Damn, PlayStation. How you fallen.
They offer you higher tiers, and they say, oh shit, because you chose higher tiers, we should probably raise the price of all tiers. So we'll make the lowest tier the price of the high tier, and then you'll go and spend more money on the highest tier.
That's crazy.
Definitely good news for PlayStation fans, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like the fact that they're making a PlayStation 6. That's great news for them.
Yeah.
Because, you saw how they came through with the other consoles.
How they came through with the PlayStation 5.
Where are their games?
No.
Where are the games?
PlayStation 5 is the best generation of all time. Xbox
forever and ever.
Yeah. Sure. PlayStation Plus price will continue to change to maximize profitability.
Oh my gosh. How long do you go on supporting this freaking dying horse, right? That's literally what the fuck PlayStation is. They can't provide you with anything. They don't know their left from their freaking right. They can't make a game to save their lives. Now they can't make a freaking console either. Like, what do they have? Do you think Hiroki wakes up every morning? He's like, I don't belong here. That song? What the fuck am I doing here?
Wow.
I mean, that has to be how he starts.
I'm a weirdo. Poor guy.
PlayStation does not belong in gaming.
Oh my god.
Come on, man.
That's fucked up. That's hilarious. So there was these articles about PlayStation coming up in price, and then Jess was like, fuck it. Xbox Game Pass price may be coming very soon. Now, mind you, this is from PlayStation themselves.
Yes,
literally saying
this is what PlayStation is saying.
Going up. And they're like, well, maybe Xbox said something similar.
But instead of putting something out about how dare they raise their prices, What is the reason for it? What are you giving the players that you're raising the price for, right? Make it make sense somewhere. Not that what they're charging already makes sense for what they're giving you, but now you're upping the prices again. So how does that make sense? What is the value that they're getting for that? No, let's not focus on that. Let's talk about Game Pass and bring them into the mess. And then get this. If they do, or when they do raise the prices, the meltdown that's going to take place, even though the media, they're the ones bringing it up, right? When it happens, everybody's going to get caught off guard and they're going to cry about it. Yet somehow they're the ones putting the idea forward. It's crazy. There can't be a focus on what's happening with PlayStation. PlayStation does something bad or they're upping their prices, and instead of smacking them down and kicking the shit out of them, the focus is what is Xbox going to do with their subscription service. And this is why PlayStation doesn't get held accountable for shit.
Yep. 100%. And again, it always finds a way to make it to Xbox doing it.
Exactly.
Xbox somehow has to be involved.
I understand. Listen, it's messed up what PlayStation is doing. But with the developers covering up their bullshit and the media out there doing the same damn thing, you get what you get, right?
Thanks.
Let them pickle you from every hole you got. You've earned that shit. Just saying. I mean, come on, man.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
True.
It's the truth. I mean, look, at the end of the day, Xbox Game Pass will get a price increase at some point or another.
Yeah.
It's just the way of life. Just like my Netflix fucking bill isn't the same as it was when I first fucking subscribed to it a billion years ago. Nobody's happy about it, but at any point in time, you can decide at this price is not worth it to me.
Exactly.
And then at that moment, you get rid of
whatever
all
you gotta
those
get rid of.
games, and then you just spend $80 every time a new game drops. And then go back and spend 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, rebuying games that you really wanted to play, but they're not available to you anymore because they're not, you don't have Game Pass. And that's it. Whatever works for you, works for you. They will continue to increase the price. This headline could be at any other fucking time in life.
Absolutely.
It's always gonna happen. And you know what? As long as you feel like you're still getting the value out of this service, then keep it. If you don't, move the fuck on. Buy a PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want. That's what they'll say.
Of course.
I already saw it. By the way, I don't know if I bookmarked it. I might have not bookmarked it because I was so annoyed by the stupidity of the idea.
Okay.
Somebody put, this is why I'm leaving Xbox or some shit, because I'm not going to keep having them increase the price on me. Like,
what?
Shut the fuck up, bro. Like, be quiet. Not me. I wouldn't do it. You guys can. I'm not.
Sure.
Like, okay, dog, go. Nobody cares. Everybody's so full of shit. All right. This one here, American Truck Songs. I think he did like a bunch, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh. Herman looks like he's going through it.
Okay.
Damn.
So no, he didn't. No, this one's not the bunch, I don't think. All right. Well, let me see. Let's see what Herman has to say. And then we'll take it from there.
It's our goal to release a very bold, very, very innovative and deeply engaging title. It's going to be the first new Bungie title in over a decade. So we're really excited for that release.
Are you excited for that release? In over a decade, and that's what they show up with? And you're pumped?
Bro, did you hear how he described? Let's start that bitch over.
Come on, man.
It's our
Higher,
goal
please.
to release a very bold, very, very innovative and deeply engaging title. It's going to
bold,
innovative. What?
And deeply engaging title.
None of that describes Marathon.
Come on, man.
None of it.
That's not.
None of it.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Right, you said what release? Exactly. What release?
That's real. That's big
Come
time.
on, Herman. You know damn well that's not coming out.
That's fucking
going to be the first new Bungie title in over a decade. So we're really excited for that release. We're monitoring. We're going through the test cycles. We're monitoring the closed alpha cycle that the team has just gone through.
Anybody else notice that he's fucking reading off that monitor hardcore? Dude, look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. First of all, he's wiping off the cocaine that he sniffed like 3 seconds before the camera started rolling. So
it's our goal to release a very bold, very,
I'm looking
very
away. I'm
innovative
words,
and
except
deeply
I'm going
engaging
right back
title.
To
It's going to be the first new Bungie title
Yeah,
in
I
over a
see
decade.
the eyeballs
So
going
we're really
back
excited
to
for that release.
spot.
We're monitoring. We're going through the test cycles. We're monitoring the closed alpha cycle that the team has just gone through. We're taking all the lessons learned. We're using the capabilities that we've built and analytics and user testing to understand how audiences are engaged.
Question: If you're doing an interview, right?
Yes.
You're doing an interview. There's only one of two places that you would be looking. At the person talking.
Yeah.
Or directly to the camera.
This dude is like, and then
like,
back to that spot.
Sniff. Go away. Gotta get this white powder off of my nose.
Is it off? Is it off?
Fucking reading that shit so hard, yo. Like, oh my god.
My gosh.
Like, Jesus. Jesus,
his mind is like, they're not gonna believe this shit.
Engaging with the title, and some of that feedback, frankly, has been varied, but it's super useful. That's why you do these testing, and the constant testing and the constant revalidation of assumptions that we just talked about, to me, is just so valuable to iterate and to constantly improve the title. So when launch comes, we're going to give the title the optimal chance of success.
Ultimate chance. Listen, then you got a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do.
It's a lot of work. Let's see.
We're also very excited about Marathon's anticipated launch in this fiscal year.
Great. Speaking of Marathon,
we're also very excited about
this fiscal year. When is Sony's fiscal year?
Oh my God, look at the spot where you stopped him.
Oops. Oopsie.
Oh my gosh.
Don't know what this can be. Oh my God. All right. That's just wild talk. Oh, is this? Oh no, this is that one. Okay, so he put the thing right here. Maybe I go through it. Let me see how long is it. Let me see how long is this fucking. Is this thing? It can't be that long. They're talking so much stupid bullshit. It only lasts for so long. It's 31 minutes. That's pretty long.
That's pretty long.
That's pretty long.
That's wild that they had that much to say.
Yeah, it's pretty long.
What is he talking about?
Let's see.
Our console business has evolved into a multifaceted platform, and we now have a large ecosystem of highly engaged players across both the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 4 generations. So naturally, therefore, there's a huge interest in our next generation console strategy.
So to be clear, just right off the rip, he said, we still got a shit ton of people on PlayStation 4. 5 years into the PlayStation 5 generation. And that is going to play heavy on their next gen console strategy. Yeah, let's just make sure we're hearing
While
it right.
we cannot share further details at this stage, the future of the platform is top of mind. We are committed.
Future of the platform. Let's back this shit the fuck
is what?
up. Top of mind. People are saying PlayStation 6 is top of mind, but they never said that.
No.
They never said that. They said the platform.
Yep.
There's a huge interest in our next generation console strategy. While we cannot share further details at this stage, the future of the platform is top of mind.
The future of the platform.
Do you hear the way I'm hearing it?
Is top of
They
mind.
can't talk about that much,
Because
right?
Xbox hasn't done it yet. They're open, guys. Guys, looking. These are
The
knees.
future
These are
of
knees.
the platform.
Hello, knees.
Bend them. Bend them. Oh shit. Oh, open. Go ahead.
These fucking ponies, yo, they're gonna die. They're gonna be so sad. Oh my god, that's glorious. That's glorious.
We are committed
man.
to exploring a new and enhanced way for players to engage with our content in a
Yo, I swear to God,
I don't know what he
these people
said.
tell the ponies everything, and the ponies refuse to listen. Yo, listen. Linda, listen.
We are
Linda.
committed to exploring a new and enhanced way for players to engage with our content.
We are committed to getting a new way of being able to take part in their content. Hold on, this is one more
It's
time.
top of mind. We are committed to exploring a new and enhanced way for players to engage with our content and services.
So they want to find a new way for players to take part in their games and services.
Yeah.
Or their content and services.
What's this new way?
I feel
Mm-hmm.
like the idea of a PlayStation 6 is not what it is. Now, I am gonna go if I don't have the clip, I'm gonna go because her right there, see her on the left?
Yep.
She is the one who delivers the killer blow. So I'm gonna see if she talks right now. We'll see.
Typically, when we launch a new next generation console, operating income amount and segment margin declines in the year of launch. Should investors expect the same thing to happen if we launch a next generation console in the future?
So as Nishino-san mentioned, we're still exploring what the future of our platform.
First of all, look at how she was looking out to the monitor again.
Mhm.
This is all scripted, guys. Like when you watch that fucking the February event, go back and watch that shit now and see how they just all talk. Now it's scripted, but at least they memorize their shit.
Yeah.
But Sony, these executives are too stupid to memorize the script. They don't have the capability.
Yeah.
So they have to read off a fucking monitor, which is wild. But she already delivered the death blow of what I was talking about before. Listen to what she says. Well, that's too far. She's gonna talk a bunch of shit. Okay, go back. All right, ready?
Go ahead.
Listen to her. Listen to what she says right away. Okay.
In the future?
So as Nishino-san mentioned, we're still exploring what the future of our platform would look like.
Oh,
we're still exploring what the future of our platform will look
like, bro.
Like.
Oh man.
If they believe that their platform was just gonna be the next box, then it would just be the next box, not the future of our console, the future of our platform, which means they're gonna do exactly what Microsoft is doing. The question is, they're wondering, how do we do it? Because we don't have Windows.
Oh my god.
Are they gonna make a Linux box that you could play all Linux games on there? Oh, there's not that many. Oh no. Yo, if they have to bend the knee to fucking Microsoft.
Oh,
and
I can't
put
wait.
Windows as their fucking platform, I would fucking laugh so hard, bro.
Mm-hmm. We'll be going in.
Notice that they never said PlayStation 6.
No,
ever.
They did not.
They said their platform.
It's all assumptions.
Their platform. Why? Because they have a PlayStation 4 and
Mhm.
PlayStation 5. And they don't know if it's worth making a quote unquote
And
PlayStation 6 because they saw that nobody's
They have the
leaving.
Pro. They have the
And
picture
the
out
Pro.
there
They didn't even
too.
think about that shit.
Right? So
they're like, they're not moving over.
Mhm.
So if we put on a new box, what's going to make
what's gonna
PlayStation 5
happen?
people move over?
What's
They're
gonna
not
make
going to fucking move, and they know it.
PlayStation 4 people, are they gonna move over either? No, they're comfy. That
No,
was
because all the games they want to play
exactly
run on PlayStation 4.
Exactly.
God
exactly. And what are they making to make these players want to move? What, remasters?
Why?
Come on,
why,
man. That's not gonna do it.
Why is no one taking these words and fucking pulling them apart and exposing what is happening? Why are the PlayStation ponies, the elite ponies who run the YouTube streets of PlayStation, why are they not out here saying, yo, hold on, bitch, what are you talking about? What do you mean platform? Yo.
So therefore, whilst we cannot provide any further guidance on operating income in future years, I would like to re-emphasize that our financial profile as a business has evolved in line with our strategy. So we've reduced traditional cyclicality, as you describe it, by establishing a large ecosystem of players across both the PS.
Oh, shit. Reduce traditional cyclicality, aka reduce new console equal new games for the new console.
By establishing a large ecosystem of players across both the PS5 and PS4 generations, which provides recurring revenues. So this has driven overall high.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
PlayStation is so reliant on their PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 generation now. More so PlayStation 4 because that's the one that didn't want to move over. Their next scenario is not going to be about taking the old stuff and bringing it forward. It's going to be exactly what they've been doing this whole generation so far, which is just keeping everything for everything.
Yeah.
Because
have
these
to.
people are not moving.
They're not moving. So what are you going to do?
And they're not making anything that entices them to
Exactly.
move over. But they
And they're
need
not
them to
making
move over
enough
to make the
either.
things that would entice them because those things cost too much money. So it's like the chicken or the egg scenario where how can they invest even more in a game that's not going to bring people over ultimately? And so they fail harder. But without those games, those PlayStation 4, but listen, we might talk a lot of shit about the ponies, but I can tell you right now, those PlayStation 4 players, they're savvy. They weren't stupid bitches. They knew that PlayStation wasn't going to cook shit on this PlayStation 5.
They knew the kitchen burned down.
They knew that kitchen was fucking.
They were like, yo,
was fucking rusty and crusty. That shit did not pass
You and your
inspection.
shitty ass moves are not gonna get me to buy and invest on a PlayStation 5. I know you ain't cooking shit.
You ain't cooking a goddamn thing.
You done burned my last meal.
Oh my god. That's fucking great. All right.
Oh man.
And stable level of spend on content and services, which by the way now constitute over 2/3 of our revenue, providing a consistent, predictable, and profitable base of our revenue. PS5 represents our most engaged players with the highest spend per player versus prior generations. But our PS4 players as well are still active and spending as well. So by providing players with increasing options.
And to be clear, what are they active in? Roblox.
Yep.
They're active.
Fortnite. Minecraft. So Call of Duty.
All the places that they can spend more money. Not on PlayStation games though.
No.
Oops.
Of how to access the platform, we're able to better target the different play patterns and monetization profiles of different customer segments. And as we continue to drive a multi-generational ecosystem into the future.
Oh, the multi-generation ecosystem.
So their ecosystem is based off 4, 5, and whatever's next. See, there's a difference when you're like, oh yeah, I got that extra coming in from the Xbox One generation. But like we're good.
Yeah.
Like we don't need them because we have Game Pass, we have all this other shit. Where they're like, nah, we need hooked on these PlayStation 4 players.
That's part of our lifeline.
Sure. We'll provide new ways for players to access the platform and experience our content and services.
Interesting.
I mean, they've reached, I feel like, their peak, right? And I think Xbox is like getting started and just continues to ramp up. And the fact that PlayStation 4 is, that spot for them, and they've released a PlayStation 5 and the Pro, like, how do you move forward from then, right? From there, how do you move forward? And I think even with the lack of games that they have going on, like you mentioned, CMoney, what for? What are you going to make them for? How are you going to keep on investing for that generation when people are not moving over? What are you going to show up for the next one? Where's the money? Where's the excitement? Where are you going to invest? People aren't moving. If anything, they should be catering to those PlayStation 4 gamers. And that should be, because that's their bread and butter right now.
Agreed. So over here, we have that quote that we saw earlier, but look at how they went and they kept the part out.
Yeah.
That makes a big difference. So Sony PlayStation CEO on Microsoft's multi-platform pivot. This is directly about Microsoft's multi-platform pivot. Say, while there are new engagement models being explored, we ultimately think this is a good thing. However, we are confident and committed to our current strategy. Again, let's go back to the part that they didn't do. That it's a good thing. Why would PlayStation think it's good? Because exactly what we told you.
Yeah,
they're using this as their blanket without having to turn their own face over and be like, oh, no, we're going to put our games over there.
Not just that, but this is the thing, and this is a big deal. Obviously, they love what Xbox is doing. Listen, that money that they're making, that 30% that they get to keep, you think of all the money that they've invested that they're not seeing a damn penny back from, right? You think of all those canceled games, every fall that PlayStation has taken, their investment with Bungie, what was the other one? Firewalk, that mess, everything. That is a lot of freaking money down the drain. And that 30% that they're getting from Xbox putting games on their platform, it's a big deal to them. May not sound like much, but it's a big deal to them. And the fact that they're selling just as well, right, as any games that PlayStation puts out, like their Game of the Year, Astrobot, right? I mean, without having to do anything or lose any money, that's cake for them. Right. Also, Xbox doing this without them having to invest in porting games? Come on, man. That is a big deal. Here they are reaching other platforms that they couldn't, without spending money that they otherwise would not be doing. So I think that money, it's what's keeping them afloat. Obviously, they're happy with the fact that
they're not reaching other platforms with it. They're getting Xbox's games, so their players are able to spend the money but they're getting money that they didn't have to spend money.
Exactly. They didn't have to port the game in order for Xbox to be able to sell their games. They didn't have to port the games and spend money on that.
Yeah. Yep. Well, as much as PlayStation is sitting there looking at it, they're so lost right now. It is great. Look at this one. PlayStation says there isn't an urgent need with an exclamation point. Oh my god, that's hilarious. What is this?
Oh my gosh, look, the side by side.
So all you ponies out there thinking it won't happen, if you see a picture similar to the Xbox picture, it's too late. You're going multi-plat. That's funny. They're sitting there.
But that's the thing. You're going multi-plat. They know exactly what's taking place here. And again, there's no stopping it. So it's just out of their control.
Look at this one. This is the loser shit right here.
Okay.
This dude Genki says, when it comes to PlayStation single player titles, Herman Hulst says PlayStation are focused on delivering at least one tentpole title each year! Exclamation point.
Mm-hmm.
How is that exciting?
I don't understand, dude. I don't understand when one game a year became enough from, like, from first party, right? First party we're talking about. If you're talking about a reason to go ahead and buy a PlayStation, that's not enough. It's just not
crazy. That's real crazy. He says on single player, we are focused on consistently delivering at least one tentpole title per year at the right time in the year, at the right quality level, which players have come to expect from PlayStation Studios.
I don't know what people are expecting from PlayStation Studios other than cancel games. I think that's the only pattern we see.
Or games that don't live up to the hype.
Exactly.
It's true. It's true. Investors were worried Nintendo's appeal to the younger generation could lead to market share decline for PlayStation. Herman Holt says Astrobot and anime will help them appeal more to a younger audience. Astrobot and anime.
Press the show more. Let me see.
Anime in particular is appealing to key younger audiences, so that's going to be very helpful for us. So PlayStation is going to be benefiting because Sony is putting out anime.
But see, that's why I asked you for the rest.
Anime games,
but that's the question, right? So that's what I was wondering, because how is this supposed to help PlayStation? I can understand how, Sony is staying afloat, right? Yes, anime, part of it. But how is that benefit for PlayStation and their players? Unless they're going to make anime games? What's happening?
I mean, doesn't really look like it, right? Who they're gonna have making that?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Uh-oh. What's going on here?
Oh, I thought you exit out.
No, I didn't exit out. Something happened. I guess they're like, we have enough. We have enough of this slander against us. There you go. Don't worry. It wasn't that far. Right here. Oh, damn. It took me out completely. Like, it just said, nope, you ain't sharing that screen anymore. See? StreamYard was like, fuck PlayStation. Fucking matter to us. All right, here we go. All right. And then, yeah.
But what do you think, though? Where would PlayStation be right now with, again, all the losses that they've taken if they weren't getting some type of money, from the decisions that Xbox has made? Like, I feel like there's a lack of understanding from these developers as to how much money has been invested that they haven't really gotten anything back from. And I understand that they're running around glazing, capping, and all the bullshit, but like, that has to resonate and hit somewhere because it's a business.
Yeah.
Right?
Agreed.
Money matters.
It does, especially for them. Especially for them. That's the craziest part of all this, man. But I could tell you right now, after listening to everything that we just went through, and I'm sure there's more in there. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'll see if
we
maybe
may
tomorrow,
have to really dive in because
maybe we'll listen to the
yeah,
thing,
you
skim through
see
it.
they switch up the narrative about how focused they are on the PlayStation 6, and we just heard it from them, and it's like that's not what they said, right?
Exactly.
I feel like we need to kind of dive in and really hear what they had to say.
Agreed. Listen, I think that's where we're gonna wrap it up, guys. I think we saw from everything that at the end of the day, PlayStation 6 might not be what you would think is a PlayStation 6. Honestly, it sounds like they're gonna try to figure out how do we get in with Microsoft? Like, how do we get into that part of it?
How do we get under those sheets?
I mean, I feel like that's the way, because I mean, if you really start thinking about it, again, think about how the ponies try to make fun of the idea
Mm-hmm.
that why would I have an Xbox if I could play PlayStation games and Xbox games? Now, to be clear, Xbox has not put nearly as many games on PlayStation as PlayStation has put on PC.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So
Thank
you would have more PlayStation games than PlayStation has Xbox games.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the reality is that if they thought that there would be no need for an Xbox because as a PlayStation player, you would spend money on Xbox games or PlayStation games and get everything, what would be the narrative going forward when on Xbox you would be able to play Xbox games, play PlayStation games, and play PC games? I mean, I'm sorry, but that just seems like there's no chance to get around that. Obviously, the casual box, the casual players will pick up PlayStations, but the idea is that at the end of the day, if you're a real gamer, if you're a hardcore gamer, there's only one place that makes sense, right? No place that makes sense like Xbox. Guys, thank you all for coming out to rock with us, man.
You guys.
It was great to be back in the building
Yes.
with my Doodle, live in the building here. Great to have all the homies here with us, man. We appreciate each and every one of you guys for hanging out. So thank you. We do want to go ahead and shout out everybody who supports us over on Patreon.
Thank you, guys.
And on YouTube. You guys are the shit. Thank you all so very much. But of course, we always want to go ahead and shout out our elite members. That's right. We have the homie Big Boy Mike,
Yes.
Dark Angelic, and Queen Witch. Thank you so much for the support, man. We appreciate you. And then, of course, we have our inner circle members. We got the homie Big Mix Gaming and Pragmatic
Let's
Eagle.
go. Thank you so much, you guys.
So much for rocking out with us. And then, of course, got the first 3 people in the chat, the specials of the day. Our boy, Best Bot, Cage of Vampiro Borracho. We have Relski number 2 and Jesse B number 3. So thank you guys for being here. The first super chat of the night was from our boy Space Shot with that $2. Biggest super chat of the night was from Shannon Israel with that $10.
Let's go. Thank you
and then
so
we had the gifted memberships. The first set was from our boy Dark Angelic who gifted 5. We did have our homie Spartan 661 give another 5. So we do appreciate that.
And shout out to our boy Ryuart for becoming a member.
And
Thank
shout
you
out
so
to our
much.
boy Ryuart for hopping back in.
Yes, thank you.
But again, thank you guys. We appreciate you. Remember, we'll be back tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern time, with the crew, bringing the whole gang back together. Hargeet, Demo Flow, back in the building. It's going to be a fun time, man. So check us out, 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock tomorrow night, you guys. And Cage has a correction for you.
Miss Universe tonight. Yes, Queen.
Yes, baby. Yes.
Facts. Mikumar says CMoney can go watch Love Island now. You know what? We have not watched that.
No.
Is it worth watching?
Is it worth watching? Is it good?
Let us know.
Yeah, we've never seen that one.
Says we missed you, fam. Oh man.
Oh, we missed you, love.
Missed you guys.
Thank
so
you.
Thank you so much
for being here. Thank you
homie.
for rocking out.
All right. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and end the show the way we end every single show. Doodle.
Yes.
We're done.
We are.
Until next time.
You're intruding.
You're intruding.